All right, live on Twitch channel. It's actually a lie. All my channels are set to the max, even though nobody uses them. You guys should use them. Discord. Marko V, who are you?
That's mine. First of all, thank you for inviting me for this game. I'm very excited to be here. Second of all, I want to say hi to you, your team, if you're working with anybody, and with the chat who are actually awake. I know that this is something of a time that's not convenient for all. I'm grateful for that. My name is Marko. I am a 35-year-old IT recruiter who spends most of his time playing Age of Sigmar. I am also a captain of the Serbian national team for AOS Worlds, and this is something that I'm very proud of, given that I have been playing Warhammer Fantasy ever since the 5th edition as a little kid, small kid, you know.
Oh, okay.
And I'm to be here.
Nice. Well, we're happy to have you. Quite a pedigree. I myself paratrooped into this hobby when Age of Sigmar got rules. Never did the Warhammer Fantasy thing. Never did any other tabletop stuff. So I got used to calling myself a relative newcomer. But it ain't 2015 anymore. So actually, maybe we'll go for a middle-aged AOS player. How about?
Okay, but I do have to ask, given how, I'm a huge fan of your videos and streams. I think I said it already, but I do want to say it now in public. The video that you have created for the beginner's guide to the tournaments, this is something that I actually asked from my team to watch to the full extent, and I actually checked whether they have watched the video or not.
Oh, all right. Employee, what's that thing? Employee metrics checking up. I see.
Yeah. I think that you're doing an amazing job as a YouTuber, as a Twitch streamer for our hobby, and I'm very grateful for that and for your work.
Well, I appreciate it. And also, I don't think there needs to be anything weird to feel about choosing a hobby and deciding to be improvement focused and then becoming among the best in the world at it. That's just success. And so
Yes.
you should feel happy as well, I think.
Thank you.
I'm reminded of I don't know if you know anything about Magic the Gathering or not, but there's a man.
I'm a player of Commanders. I'm playing Commanders.
Okay. Well, there's a person who is affectionately known as Johnny Magic. And he was one of the first best players for the longest time. And he went out on a Tinder date with some lady, and he had since mostly retired from professional Magic, but he was widely considered to be just about the best Magic player of all time for pretty long. And then he became a investment stock Wall Street millionaire or whatever. And the person that he went on the Tinder date with had like a blog or something on her Instagram or some such. And she went out on one date with him and then just ghosted. And she talked about on her blog, she's like, "What, man, I just can't find any good men in New York anymore. I was on this date with this guy the other day, and I'm like, so what do you do? Do you have any hobbies?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I play Magic the Gathering. For a long time, I was the best in the world at it. It was pretty fun, this and that." And she's like, "What an absolute nerd. Can you believe it? There's just no good fish left in the ocean." And everybody else is thinking like, this guy's pretty handsome. He's a millionaire investment banker, got himself a degree. He found a hobby, became the best in the world at it for 5 or 10 years. And he's pretty well adjusted about it, actually. What exactly is the problem here? And it's just a matter of perspective.
Well, people are going to be shallow, and it's just the matter of respecting other people's opinions, beliefs. I mean, there is a good saying in my country. It roughly translates to Could you please spare me the details of other people's lives? I can barely survive my own.
Oh yeah.
So, so yeah, I mean, good for him in the end. Like, why would anybody want to be with such a shallow person?
Yeah. I mean, look, there's plenty of great positives to being a very shallow person. But
Ignorance is bliss, what?
yeah, but also sometimes you have to get toxic people out of your life.
Yes.
And a lot of times there's a lot of strings attached and you feel like you can't, even though probably you could, but it'd be painful. And then sometimes toxic people get themselves out of your life. And that should be probably a good thing. And I think that situation was her getting herself out of his life, and it's just a win-win situation.
Exactly.
Jarek Kruger thinks it was a big primer. I appreciate it for 16 months. Good comment. Somebody else too. I don't want to leave people hanging here. I think already. Oh, People 3004 thanks for the tier 1 for 23 months. Oh no. Currently on a 1 month streak. You got sniped 1 month ago. Look, it's about recovery. It's not about getting shot. It's about getting back up and keeping the climb. Anyway, thanks for the support. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, this is Beasts of Chaos. And I have not played against Beasts of Chaos this edition. So I missed them when everybody said they were the best for various reasons. And then they got a new book, and everyone's like, they're not the best anymore. And then 2 weeks later, people are like, oh no, actually they're really good still. And that's the only thing I know about them, basically. I went over their book when it got spoiled in one stream, just first look reaction, and then I have never looked back. So this will be great practice.
Would you like to get a quick introduction?
Yeah, I normally do that for the chat, but this time it's for the chat and me.
Okay. So I don't know what you guys see, but essentially the Tsangor Enlightened on Disc of Cinch. Just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to call these guys in future Disco Goats, because I really don't want to say Tsangor Enlightened on Disc of Cinch.
It's a mouthful, too much.
Yeah, so Disco Goats, they are exactly the same profile as they are in Disciples of Cinch. Just here they get bonus rend. Now, bonus rend, as for all of my units in the army, except Incarnate, because he doesn't have the keyword Beast of Chaos, comes from this lovely piece of terrain called Hearthstone. Hearthstone is a faction terrain. It's impassable and gives the entire Beast of Chaos army.
Oh, you've cut out. Your audio has cut out. I don't know if you can hear me, but there might have been a button press somewhere. I wonder if I can send him a message, maybe. It was abrupt. One moment, please. Don't worry about it. Data overload. It was too much rend. Yeah, it was absolutely too much rend. Maybe I can help him out there. I typed in game, because that's where he's probably looking. He was about to tell us how much rend his army got, right? So this thing gives rend to his whole army. Suffer not armor saves to be rolled. You know the whole deal, right?
Can you hear?
Ooh, you just came back, I think.
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me check. Never mind. Let's continue. So essentially, for you to pretty much deny the greatest striking power of my army and my grand strategy, you kind of need to destroy my Hearthstone with the Smash to Rubble. Luckily, you have a bunch of monsters that are very mobile. Also, my grand strategy is called Protect the Hearthstone, which means that I need to, at the end of the battle, I need to have two things completed. First thing is not to have any enemy model within 12 inch of Hearthstone, and the second thing, not to for the Hearthstone not to be destroyed by Smash to Rubble. Both things need to be checked for the grand strategy to be completed.
All right, sounds good.
I believe that you know what and who is Kronspine Incarnate of Gur. do you need any more explanation about this model?
I bet most people in the chat just know it as the thing that all the competitive players take and everyone complains about.
Yeah, it has kind of after nerf. It kind of has been dropped. Well, I believe that there is only like one or two crown spines in the all of 192 lists in the world.
Yeah.
But I love it because this is the second thing that Beast of Chaos Army is excellent at. It's called ambush. So I'll not go into detail about the story behind this, but essentially I can null deploy my armies. Every single Beast of Chaos unit can be deployed in reserve. And by the end of my second movement phase, I need to drop them all. If I do not drop them by the end of the second movement phase, they are destroyed. So essentially, in my second turn, I need to drop them out of the reserve. Whenever I deploy them out of the reserve, I have a very generous limit. I can deploy them more than 9-inch from any edge. I'm sorry, wholly within a 9-inch of any edge, more than 9 from any enemy model. So essentially, I can pretty much drop them anywhere on the board, and I can cover a lot of distance with them. And I also have a role, while my general is in a reserve, if I keep my general in reserve, I do get a bonus command point from general being in reserve. Only in my heroic phase. I cannot get that in your... only in my turn, I cannot get that in your turn.
Yeah.
And the third most important thing is tied to the second thing is when I drop from ambush, I always get +1 to charge.
Yeah,
so whenever
that's proper.
I drop from regimes, yes.
Otherwise, it would make ambush charges very unpleasant,
hard.
Or probably not even a strategy at all.
Yeah. So essentially, these guys, Disco Goats, they will charge on 8. All heroes will charge on 8 as well whenever I drop them from ambush. Ungors, who are the chaff unit, they are with Pitted Blade for 2 attacks. They have Banner or the Musician, I'm not certain, that gives them +1 to run and charge. So essentially, they can charge on 7. And Bulgors are tied to my Doom Bull as a general who has a command trait that once per battle I can select one unit in my reserve, which will probably be Bulgors, and they can drop, instead of 9/9, they can drop anywhere on the battlefield more than 7 from enemy models.
Oh, alpha.
Yeah.
Alpha yes. Bulgor.
Yes, they are alpha Bulgors. And the third very important thing are specific for the purposes of calling them by the rule names, by the book names. I will call them heroic actions, but so they are de jure heroic actions, but they are not de facto heroic actions because I do not do them in the normal sense in the normal time frame whenever I'm doing heroic actions. Yeah. So Beast of Chaos have the third thing that is called the Rituals of Ruin. There are 4 Rituals of Ruin, and I can do every single one of them in addition to heroic actions. 2 of them are very important, I believe, to you because they are directly harming you. All 4 of them can be done on 12-inch, not wholly within, just enemy or friendly model within 12-inch. Yeah. And the first one is called Blood Taunt. I can target one unit 12-inch from my hero, and then I can pull them towards my hero 2d6.
Oh, Scorpion get over here ability, yeah.
Exactly, get over here. This rule is very important. It has clarification that you cannot end your move within 3 of my units, but you can end your move within 3 of the hero who taunted you.
Okay, all right.
And the second, which is important to you, I pick a unit that is within 12 of my hero, and that unit takes d6 mortal wounds.
Oh, big. All right.
Yeah, okay. But before I do any of these 4, the other 2 are just giving me ward save 6+ until the end of my phase in a bubble around hero, 12-inch bubble. And the 4th one is that I target a unit, and the unit has immunity to battle shock until the end of my turn. But the important part is whenever I roll for Rituals of Ruin, before I can do anything, the hero I selected needs to take D3 mortal wounds, which cannot be negated in any way. I can, though, transfer them to any Beasts of Chaos unit that are within 3 inches of my hero.
Yeah, because it's not a negate, it's a transfer. Yeah.
Yes. But if the hero dies from those mortal wounds, the Ritual of Ruin action will not happen.
Okay.
So to line up with this, I want to introduce you to the Great Bray Shaman. Here he is. He has a spell that forbids pile-in, which is kind of not important against your unit, your army, but also he
I
has
disagree, but all right.
Yeah, okay. It will be very important when I cast that on Kragnos. Oh no, 3d6 ignore, yes. So he has a very significant role on his War Scroll. He can use Ritual of Ruin. He can add 6-inch to Ritual of Ruin actions. So essentially, my other 2 heroes, Doom Bull and Beast Lord, can do those actions 12-inch from them. Mm-hmm. He can do it 18-inch from them.
Nice. All right.
Why is this important? While my heroes are in reserve, one of those actions can be done from reserve.
Oh, and so you can get 18 from a table edge instead of 12 from a table edge. Yeah.
Yes. Nice. I pick one edge on one dot to present the quote-unquote hero and select anything that's within 18-inch, and then I can do, for example, do the 6 mortal wounds after taking the 3, or pull something 2d6-inch towards the edge.
Yeah, okay. So I was just about to ask if you do the scorpion thing, must I run towards the battlefield edge? And it seems like I do.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes.
And it's probably not where I want to go, so that's cool.
Yes.
Forcing me out of position. This is all very cool.
Yes. Essentially, this is a very tactical army. They are made out of thin paper. They melt against anything. But this is like, if I don't kill you, there is a good chance that you're going to kill everything I own, because their saves are very, very poor. Beast Lord is important because he's kind of I really love this model, and almost none of the competitive players play this model, but I really love him because of the very simple reason. If the Beast Lord is within 3-inch of enemy hero in the combat phase, if he's within 3-inch of enemy hero, all of the attacks for him and every other Beast of Chaos unit wholly within 12 gets +1 to hit and +1 to wound.
Oh, nice. Sick.
Yeah. In the season of Galician Champions, this guy is I just chef's kiss love him.
Yeah, because you want to run him with a squad anyway, and it just +1 hit and wound is such a great buff, and it doesn't matter if you get roared then. Nice.
Exactly. So he can buff everything except, of course, in Cron Spine, because he doesn't have Beast of Chaos keyword. Mm-hmm. You know what Shaman does, what is his strategic role. The Beast Lord also has a rule that when he is selected to strike, I can pick one unit of Bray Herd. Bray Herd are every single models except Minotaurs and the Dumble. Yeah. So these guys cannot get buff. So Disco Goats can get the buff, and Unger Raiders can get the buff. Those 2 units can strike in any order that I choose, but one after another.
Okay.
So I get double activation in order that I choose.
Lumineth double activation thing, yeah.
Yes. So he went to the... so a Beast of Chaos army had a lot of foreign exchange students. So, for example, sure. Beast Lord went to the Lumineth Realm Lords Academy of Double Activation, but he also went to Cruel Boys Academy of 6s to hit, deal damage equal, mortal wounds equal to the damage characteristic of the weapon.
Oh, nice. Is that just for him, or is that a buff?
No, that's not just for him.
No Bulgors with, okay.
That is also true for Bulgors and also true for Dumble. It was a huge expedition into foreign exchange. You know, they just went and learned a lot in the swamps.
And Crew Boys got the short end of that stick.
Yes, exactly. So time to move to Dumble. Dumble is a hero that is enabler in a different ways. So he has, you know what command trait he has, and he has an artifact that allows him, after finishing a charge, to pick one unit within 2 inch, within 1 inch, one unit within 1 inch, and on 2+, the target unit gains strike last.
Nice.
So he also deals on 2-up impact, D3 impact hits on charge.
Cool.
And he has a command ability that allows him, at the start of any combat phase, to select one unit, which is essentially him and these Bulgars, and it allows them to charge.
Cool. Okay. Charge during my turn.
Exactly. And that is also good because it was FAQ'd to let you charge even though the unit has retreated or ran.
Oh, cool. Oh, well, probably because the run and retreat thing cares about in the previous, like in that turn, and it wouldn't have been that turn if it's my turn, right?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
So that makes sense.
And 6 Bulgars, which are the greatest hitting power in my army.
Did they finally get 2-inch reach?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. All right. So
on their main weapons, they have only 1-inch reach on their horns, which is why I have tried to place them in a lotus formation.
Yeah.
In hopes that I can manage to squeeze all of the 1-inch attacks, but that depends on deployment.
Yeah.
But essentially, they are really hitting like a truck. They went on a Cruel Boys Academy. They have learned well. They have actually learned so well there. They have masters from Cruel Boys Academy that they have impact hits on charge. But they work in a very strange way because when they charge, I select one unit, one unit within 1 inch, and then I roll a number of dice equal to the number of models in my unit. So it would be 6 dice. On 2-up, target unit gets a mortal wound. But if I have a horn blower, which I have 2 of them, then I can reroll once.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it is essentially almost guaranteed 6 mortals on charge. But, then this is very important, you deal those mortal wounds, but they are not dealt until the end of charge phase. So if I charge unit of shooters with this...
Oh, and then they all die, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They will not die from impact hits, and if they choose Unleash Hell, they can still shoot with their full numbers.
Yeah.
And then at the end of charge phase, then the mortal wounds are dealt. Why is this worded like this? I don't know. A small independent company called Games Workshop really cannot afford to hire, people to
They wanted there to be 2 different types of impact hit timings, just to keep us all on our toes, I guess.
Yeah. So essentially, this is my army. These Ungors, and yes, the last thing is my sub faction. It's called Dark Walkers. It allows me to use one of the units of Ungors, so one of the 3 units that are at the end of the movement phase, wholly within 9 of the edge, to slick back into the shadows and drop anywhere on the battlefield, wholly within 9 of the battlefield edge, and more than 9 from enemy models.
All right. That's each movement phase then, or each of yours, I should say.
Sorry, only my movement phase.
Yeah.
And only Ungors can.
But it's every time. It's not like once a game or anything.
No. It's every movement phase. I can do that to one.
Nice. And as far as the crown spine is... Oh, what?
Oh, sorry. Yes. So essentially, I need to charge with 5 models. Let's say, for example, how is crown spine important? You know that he has an aura of 10-inch at the second level, 10-inch rerolling charges, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, I need him to provide free charge rerolls to pretty much all of these units, not the shaman, of course, except Bulgars, because Bulgars are dropping on 7. They get +1 from my faction ability, and they get +1 from their banner. So essentially, they're charging on 5. This is almost guaranteed charge.
Yeah.
But these guys, Disco Goats, they charge on 8. Even with reroll, that's, I believe, less than 50%.
Yeah.
So Dumbul also charges at 8. Like, he doesn't have a banner for +1 to charge. Beast Lord as well. So essentially, I'm hoping to get a triumph. Oh, how many points do you have?
1960.
Okay, so you have the triumph.
Are
So
you 75? What is
I'm 1990.
90? All right.
Yeah. So I have one command trait for reroll charge. Doombull can essentially reroll charge in the combat at start of the combat phase, but I still need as much as possible reroll charges that I can get.
Yeah.
And this is also important. The second important rule for Kronspine Incarnate is that he is a perfect anvil. So what are usually people doing when they're playing against Beast of Chaos Army, especially the no drop Beast of Chaos Army? They're running to hide in the middle, because in the middle I pretty much can't reach you with 18-inch. Like, you see, it ends around here.
Yeah.
So if you hug around in the middle, you're pretty much immune to all of my juicy abilities. But are you going to hide in the middle if Kronspine Incarnate is waiting for you there?
True. Yeah.
Yeah. So he is essentially a form of anvil for myself, and it's also an excellent counter for these Disciples of Tzeentch and Luminate Realmlords, because they are heavily dependent on endless spells, which he can eat to gain level.
Yeah.
And thus create an unstoppable machine that they simply cannot deal with, while they are also in a need to deal with my rest of the arm.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Man,
Do you have any questions?
This is going to be great.
Yeah.
I definitely listened to all that. I swear. I'm just dropping my army over here. Man, so many things to think about. It's hard for me to visualize stuff to a level of giving advice to people or saying what strategy you should use until I like see it happen on the table. So this is going to be, I'm excited to play this. I haven't played against a Kronspine before. I haven't played against Beast of Chaos this edition. All these cool rules. I'm going to have to play a lot differently because of how your abilities work. And that's always fun because I like to... For the most part, I find armies the most interesting when they force you to play differently.
Yes.
Maybe that's maybe that's like what it means to be a good army in some respects, but still like cool. Did you say you had a battle plan in mind?
Yes, battle lines drawn.
Battle lines drawn. I don't know what number that is.
This
I'm just going to go through them.
This is a little bit cheesy from my side, because I believe that battle lines drawn is very favorable to my list. It's one with the quarters that are objectives.
Oh yeah. Okay. The huge one. Actually, I'm going to take the deployment zone away so that I can put terrain on real quick.
I believe that it is a very, very favorable scenario to me, because with my easy teleporting units, I can pretty much snatch. Well, probably not against you, but against most of the armies, I can pretty much just teleport the unit and take an objective. And this is, of course, as you know, objective-based game, not killing-based game.
Right.
So yeah.
Let's read this one. Hold fast. In this battle, the players fight for control of 4 quarters of the battlefield instead of objectives. Each quarter is controlled in the same manner as an objective, except that... Hold on, I need you to move your mouse. Oh no, wait, I can just hold Alt. This is easy. Except the models must be wholly within a quarter to be able to contest it. In addition, each quarter counts as an objective for purposes of grand strategies, battle tactics, and abilities. You need to measure distances to and from them. Measure to and from the center of the battlefield quarter. Okay.
Yes.
And I remember the FAQ they changed, where that one GHB spell that does damage to everything in an objective, sadly, it doesn't count the entire quarter of the battlefield for that spell. And I was very disappointed in their rules writers there. They fun detected, I think.
You have to understand, they're a small independent company with barely budget to barely breed. So it's just.
Look, a lot of the times the person doing the FAQ is interns, and it's kind of obvious. But all right, 1, 2 more, same as it ever was, except they're huge now. And then 2 if you get your battle tactic, and then grand strat, and that's no funny business. No player going second gets to do something. None of that stuff.
No.
All right, sounds good.
One question before we continue. Now,
Yeah.
given that you will probably have a lot of questions, do you, for the purposes of us having fun and most importantly viewers having fun, do you want me to kind of give you some advice on what to do, how to play, maybe how to better avoid some of the things? Because I don't want to have any of those gotcha moments. I think that they are very unhealthy for community, for playing, and probably because you're playing first time against this army, you don't even know what to ask. So, do you think that this will be a good thing for the episode, for this game, for us?
Yeah, I built this up kind of as a, it's not a teaching game necessarily. It's more of like a, it's like a showcase game where it's like, okay,
Mhm.
this is what Worlds players think like. This is the kind of armies they choose, and this is sort of how they play. And I'm like the punching bag. And I set myself up in that way a little bit on purpose, and also because I didn't have a lot of time. And so I'm like, man, what's all this do? You're going to explain it. Oh, that's a cron spine. I think it's invincible somehow with levels, but I don't really know. And this is like what the average person is going to be thinking playing against it. So sometimes what I do on stream, if it's like a, if it looks like it's going, I tell people to bring their best list always. Because
Mhm.
I like playing against stuff that everybody else says is OP and they don't like playing against. I enjoy that. Um, on stream during Luminet thing, guys like, oh, I don't know if I should bring this. It's 60 Sentinels, and so I'm like, let's go. It's gonna be fun. I like crazy stuff. Played against Croak NATO, you know, right after that came out and everything.
Oh yeah.
OBR when everybody said things were good.
Procnate.
What was that?
I love the phrase procnate.
That's yeah, the Croak. It turns out purely by accident, this army is very well situated against Croak NATO. Because
Yeah.
I have 5 ups on everything. I can actually weather the storm. Kragnos is almost immune to magic, and I can fling stuff and actually like get at Croak. So it turns out, for me exactly, it wasn't the worst matchup really, but for everybody else, supposedly it was.
I
But
like
yeah,
how you
so
painted your Kragnos.
hmm?
I like how you painted your Kragnos.
Oh yeah, the default color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, in real life we're doing a big old conversion, but for here I'm just using storm keeps. Uh,
Yeah.
so
I commissioned my Kragnos to be painted like he broke forth from a volcano.
oh cool. He's even in
Yeah.
kind of a pose that's like breaking out of something too, so I think it would work. So sometimes what we do, because it's like entering the lab here, this is generally how I play Age of Sigmar is like, you know, ooh, I'm thinking about doing this. Was that a good choice? You know, at the end of the game or at key moments, we'll be like, gee, I think that was a mistake. What do you think? You know, there's a bunch of that kind of talk going on usually. And we do timelines. So like, here's a crucial moment. Oh, you failed this priority or won this priority. Okay, so in that timeline you lose, but what about this one? And then, you know, going through it. So if I maybe if I do something so foolish that I
Mhm.
immediately lose the game, we'll just have a Heywoah lost the game counter, and I'll like put it up somewhere. I'll be like, okay, so technically he lost the game here, but we're in the Marvel timeline where he didn't do that, so that we can keep playing for a little while. But you know, eventually the game has to end. This isn't the most training wheels, right? But a lot of it'll be less so much the mistakes I'm making and more so like, why did you do that? Why is what you did a good decision more than like why is what I did a bad decision? Although we can do that too, that's fine. I got all day. It's really on you for how
Excellent.
long this can last.
I have all day as well.
Oh, great. How familiar are you with TTS? Probably a lot, I bet. That's where a lot of testing goes in, I would imagine.
Yes, I'm still struggling with the setting up terrains and stuff, but from the purposes of moving, aura measuring, etc. Yeah, I'm very familiar.
Usually I come across a
Okay,
problem
that
and
sounded
someone from chat tells me what to do, and then sometimes that
I'm
fixes
fully
it.
open to this as well. And I don't want to sound arrogant. I just have played a lot of games in this. I'm,
I
I'm
didn't
sick of them.
I didn't get that impression.
Ah,
Someone
glad.
maybe could, but there's I think there's a pretty obvious line between sounding arrogant and sounding like you know what you're talking about. as long as you do, which it seems like you do. So, Penny Dude, our game last night was fun. Bigs versus even bigger. Yeah, the game I played yesterday was against Sons of Behemoth, Kragnos. And that was my first Kragnos mirror match. And so going into that, I'm like, geez, I think Sons of Behemoth beat me, like on paper, but I don't know how to play against an opposing Kragnos. Usually I'm the one throwing my weight around. The opponent is concerned about overwhelming charges and all this. But now, what if I'm supposed to throw my weight around, but my opponent's heavier than me? Like, what about that? And so it was an interesting game. And sometimes, by the way, I'll be like randomly interrupting you to thank people for giving me $5, but I like kind of have to do that. So
you should. Those people are very generous.
Yeah.
Good for them.
All right, and let's see. We got up here. I'm gonna change it to Beast of Chaos because I just recently discovered you can do this on the score sheet. You can click the top thing that says basic and then go through all the armies, and it gives you your particular grand strats and battle tactics, which is new to me, probably not to you. My grand strat, what was your grand strategy called again?
Protect the Hearthstone. So two things need to happen. I must not have an enemy model within 12 inch of Hearthstone at the end of the battle, and the Hearthstone must not have been destroyed by the smash to rubble monster action.
And mine, for lack of any good choices at all, is take what's theirs, which I have a relatively poor history of succeeding at, but it's the most accomplishable one this season. So I have to have more units than you at the end of the game in the red box. Holy within. So you have a lot of units, and you have a lot of units, and you have teleports, and you have ambushing, and you have summoning. So the likelihood of you don't have summoning anymore. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, Beast of Chaos don't have summoning anymore.
All right. Well,
also two more roles that I think I forgot to mention you. So these Ungors, they are, as you can see, dirt cheap, but they have very interesting ability. In the combat phase, when I need to pick this unit to fight, I can say that they will evade an enemy, so they can choose to retreat instead of fighting. This has been proven to me extremely useful to grab objectives, because I charge with them, I drop them more than 9 from enemy, charge, get extra 9-inch move, and then also move 7-inch. So that's essentially 16-inch move, for free. So
and you get to spread out and zone if you want.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Sometimes you can charge a guy in that I have to kill, and then these Ungors, which means that I give up the opportunity to ever kill them, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yes.
Super good.
And Disco Goats, I love them so much. They are not very loved in the Beast of Chaos competitive level community, but I love them for two reasons. First, their abilities they negate command abilities in the combat phase to the enemy units.
Oh, they roar automatically. That's super good.
Yeah. And if I'm playing second in the turn, they automatically get +1 to wound.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
taking the second turn in the current battle round. Nice. Does not affect attacks made by a mount. So I guess that would be the teeth and horns, maybe.
Exactly, yes. So they get bonus to Cinchian Spear and Vicious Beak.
And these War Scrolls are all deceiving because the rend number is is just a starting point. You cut out when you were talking about the Herdstone. It gives you rend 1 army wide, but what else? There used to be
nothing else.
An embiggening aura.
Okay. I mean, just quote unquote.
Yeah, just army wide rend 1.
Yeah.
Is that all?
And it is not, because of the 4th round. It's army wide rend 2.
Oh, good. 4th round army wide rend 2. Nice, big. Oh, what spell did you choose for Great Brain?
No Pylon.
The no Pylon spell. Got it. I thought that was an aura. That's a target. So you're probably right. That is less important. But sometimes, I don't know. I use pylons to get places a lot. So we'll see. All right.
I mean, it's less important against you, but it's kind of very important against some other enemies.
Oh, Symbol already with the hot takes. It tracks that Heywoah had to go to Europe to find a good player. Damn. All right. Good meme. It is true that that's what happened. I don't know about had to, but you know,
I'm sorry. Hey, where are you from?
I'm from America, from Wisconsin, the frozen
Do,
north, pretty close to Canada, but not quite.
don't you guys have like the second best competitive scene, if not the best competitive scene in whole of the world?
Um, I don't know about the guys from Milwaukee are pretty close to us. The Michigan people are pretty close to us. So like maybe. I don't I'm gonna be honest, I don't follow uh the super competitive stuff very closely. Sometimes I do, but
Do you visit some tournaments in the States?
yeah, I'm pretty much a hermit who doesn't ever go outside. I live in a log cabin wizard tower at the top of a
Okay, that's awesome.
mountain. So I mm, I walk forth from my dwelling to go to AOS events probably twice a year at most. Like I go to Adepticon and then maybe one other place, Dragonfall, or maybe a 3K tournament in Milwaukee area, or I've been to LVO once or twice, but I don't go outside a lot. Um, Although it's fun when I do.
I presume. I mean, you sound like a very cool guy and someone who is very, awesome to talk with and to drink with. So maybe if I come to America for the some tournaments, I would really like to meet us in person and to drink some beer or I don't know. What
Yeah,
do you guys drink?
we had a Discord meetup at Adepticon. Took everybody out
Oh, nice.
to get like suit. There was like this awesome ramen place. It was so good, like nice and spicy ramen. The day before that was dim sum. I'll usually just choose some like really interesting restaurant and then get like a table for 8 or whatever, and everyone just hangs out and plays Commander and Age of Sigmar every once in a while. So meetups are fun.
That's yeah.
I'm the most well-adjusted hermit that most people will probably talk to, I think, which is good. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. Good game,
Thank
and
you. You too.
let's roll for the
And have fun.
sides.
Oh, sorry. Let's roll for terrains,
Oh,
faction terrains.
true, yeah.
So, do you want to roll in the middle or where the dice roll already?
You can just put it in that thing, and it'll. Hey, it's a 6. I got a 3.
So, I will give you priority to drop your faction terrain.
All right. Oh, by the way, I wondered about this. Do the world's tables have like mystical and everything predetermined already, or do they roll for it, or do they not use it?
No. So how they are doing this? Because the terrains are pre-placed by the tournament organizer. If you are defender attacker, so if where you would usually place the terrains and the other side would pick a side, now instead of placing terrains, you select which piece of terrain is which mystical terrain. But
Okay.
in all games, it's only important where arcane is, and everything else people keep forgetting because it's not
I was about
important.
to say because the arcane is the almost only one that matters at all. I guess maybe the 6 up ward one, I suppose, but after that, yeah, it's just
+1 to prayer, right?
yeah.
Essentially, yeah, arcane and prayer for the praying armies, those are the only ones that matter. So it kind of turns into okay, this terrain is arcane. I don't care about I don't care about that. Everything else, do you pick a side where arcane is or not?
Yeah. Um, do I guess sure. Yeah, I'll choose that.
Okay. I will be an epitome of bravery and place my hearthstone in here.
Epitome is one of those classic the person read. I know this is a maybe this is a second language thing, but in America, whenever someone says epitome, it means they read a lot as a kid. They were a reader as a child, but they weren't so much a talker. And so you read the word, and phonetically, it's clearly epitome. Like there's no way it would be anything else. And yet, because English, It's epitome.
Ah, okay.
Because we stole the word from another language, and when we do that, we use their rules.
Ah, epitome.
Yeah. And I said
Okay.
epitome until I was like 15, until somebody's like, you would have no way of knowing this, but it's this. I'm like, oh, okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
That and
Thank you.
hyperbole is kind of the same thing. Yeah. Because it looks like hyperbole. But
Yeah.
all right. So I got to
But
get myself all the way over there to take your grand strat from you.
mhm.
Bonus also reduce your rend, I suppose.
Yeah. But both of those words are from Greek language, and we are very close to Greeks, like geographically speaking.
Oh, okay.
Serbs are like very close neighbors to Greeks, and a lot of their words, words from their language, are actually native to our language after like millennia and a half living next to each other.
Sure.
So, yeah.
In Greek, is it hyperbole or hyperbole?
Both of those words, yes, but they were probably used by Romans as well.
Google
Because
says
Romans pretty
Greek,
much stole.
and then it was stolen by Latin, and then it was stolen by a whole bunch of other people. Yeah.
Well, Romans pretty much stole all of their culture from Greek, so it makes sense.
I mean, that's not wrong. All right. Am I placing the first thing?
No, we need to roll for the.
Oh, that's right. We didn't roll for that yet. 1.
Let me roll.
Easy.
I got 5. How many drops do you have?
I have 2. 1 drop is Kragnos, and 1 drop is the rest.
Okay, I will pick to drop. I will pick you to drop first.
Sure. How many are you?
I'm 1 drop.
Oh, okay. You might as well see where I place my first thing and still come out on top, right? Let's see. Now I have to think about all sorts of stuff. I got to think about where
Yes.
you can appear. I got to think about how far away from all the table edges you can fit / reach me, and also where I want to be and where I'm going to have to be. I like this. This is fun. All right, my first drop is Kragnos right here, right just perfectly so that this terrain is in his way.
Let me drop the incarnate here. Okay, nice. And everything else I have is dropped into reserve.
All right, sounds good.
I had a discussion with my teammate when we were building lists for World, and he kept insisting that we need to have something that is tanky to survive Git's onslaught. You know, with all the squigs and whatnot.
Oh
And
yeah.
I told him my army is the tankiest army in all of the AOS, and
It's
he's
true.
like, "But you have like save 5+ and no ward save. Like, how are you tanky?" And I'm like, "Yes, that's correct, but you cannot kill something that is not on the table."
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like Bloodpelt Hunter is the most durable unit in all of Ogres because you
Yeah.
just put him next to your Impassable and you can't target him. And so
Yeah.
infinite durability if you can't target it, right?
Exactly. I just love that model, Blood Battle Hunter. He is so useful. He is so versatile.
Yeah, I played him in Adepticon and he was so good that I could choose the Grand Strat the day is ours and expect him just not to die for the whole game.
Yeah.
He was really useful.
Amazing model.
And fun to proxy up. I mean, paint up and stuff like that. I think this is my really basic. Just we're deploying.
Okay, that's
And
cool. That's
if
cool.
I have to get pulled towards an edge, I'll get pulled towards an edge.
Yeah. You'll even learn. So essentially, let me try one thing. Now, you know that Kragnos has a Bellows of Rage ability, right?
Yes.
So if I choose to play first, and I deal d6 mortals to Kragnos, you are pretty much going to potentially deal mortal wounds to these guys, this guy, and this guy.
Yeah. And
so maybe you would reconsider deployment some of them so that I am not, and incited to to just take the first round and then deal mortal wounds to Kragnos and then just laugh while you're killing your own units.
What if this is a 999 IQ to tempt you into taking the first turn because I want to have the second turn, and if I have to roll 5 ups to do D3 and then roll 5 ups to ignore it, probably nothing's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But still, this is something that I of course will not choose to do, but something that I wanted to point out to you.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was this was a good one because I was hoping for content's sake I would finish deploying after our previous conversation, and you're like, okay, you lose. Now, this is the first you lose with this deployment.
I don't think it is yellows because it would kind of do some damage, but it's just fun, from non-damage side. So for me at least. So I will give you to play first. I get 3 command points.
Yeah, the first time I played Kragnos, I was like obsessing about keeping, especially during deployment, everybody outside of 6 for him. And unless I don't know, it never ended up mattering, and I always wished that I had a little bit of a tighter formation and just deployed the way that I wanted to eventually move. But someday someone will punish me super hard for doing that, and I wondered if it would be today. All right, so I go first.
Yes.
My battle tactic is going to be the least surprising battle tactic you have ever heard of.
Desecrate their land.
And it is desecrating some lands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one more information.
Oh sure.
The special heroic actions that I mentioned, I can do them only in my turn. I cannot do them in your turn.
The one that's off the board edge, you mean?
Yes.
Or rather, what are they called? There's a group of them.
Rituals of Ruin.
Yeah, Rituals of Ruin, yeah. All right, I'm desecrating. It's going to be the one that I can reach. And it's that one. I'm going to... What's your heroic action? I should say, what's my heroic action? I'm going to get... So, you have special rules that happen off of the table, but it's not so ubiquitous as allowing you to like cast spells and stuff off the table.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to get a command point. I'm not going to get a command point.
Okay.
What's yours?
What do you think will my heroic action be?
Probably the... I don't know.
It will be none, because I don't have heroes on table.
True. Okay, well, it was a trick question. I'm going to try to cast a spell. It's Mystic Shield. I will not. And
really?
And also, I will miscast.
Oh my god!
So
who did that?
I got to turn on my dice cheater program in the background. Hold on. Tilde F12. I'll take 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Did you have a ward?
Yeah.
Okay, ward save. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one question. Besides Kragnos and obviously Frostlord, who else has a hero keyword in your?
It's just them. These two. Okay. These two are battle line. And you know, I actually skipped over this because I was so focused on what you were doing. I should run this down for... I mean, chat's probably used to it by now, but there's some new people probably, and also whatever. So I'm in Boulderhead, so I get plus 2 wounds on the monsters, but not Kragnos. So this guy is 17, and these 2 guys are 16. He has Rockmane Elder, which means he is at -1 to be wounded in both ranged and melee.
Nice.
He has an Arcane Tome, and his trait is Voice of the Everwinter, which allows him to issue commands table-wide, and once per game, he may issue a command for free. This is actually really important because Beast Riders cannot issue themselves commands. They're not elite. They're not totems. They're just bad. And so this is
just you need to write to GW to fix that. They need to add those elites.
I did, but they ignored it. What else is pertinent here? Overwhelming Charge is kind of overpowered. After a charge, only after a charge, and only a Stonehorn. I get to roll 3d6, and just move. I can fly over models, but not over terrain during this move.
Mm.
And everything I pass across on a 2-up takes D3 mortal wounds. I have to end that move within 3 of some enemy, however. And obviously, it can't happen on your turn. I have to have charged to do it. On the charge, I get impact hits. I roll dice equal to the number of my charge unmodified, and 4-ups or mortal wounds. And those happen immediately, unlike the Bulgors who have to wait.
Yes.
Bulgors are on 600 ping, I guess, and these guys have a faster internet connection, so the impact hit happens right away.
Yeah.
I get bonus damage, +1 damage on all the mount attacks if I have charged. And their move 12 +2 if I'm outside of combat, so typically their move 14. Kragnos' aura lets me charge 3d6. Yes, this works with impact hits, that's why it's good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And Kragnos has a bunch of abilities that you're aware of, but chat might not be. So he's kind of immune to spells with his shield, almost. I roll 3d6, and if I beat the target number, it doesn't affect him. And if he charges a monster...
Default cast value. Default cast value, not the roll.
Yeah, it's the target number for the cast, not what they rolled, yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad, sorry.
And if I charge a monster, I roll 2d6 and multiply them together and do 1,000,000 mortal wounds.
I love that ability.
Or,
I one-shotted Nagash with that.
But if I roll a 7, nothing happens. So
yeah,
it's fair, I guess.
If you roll 7, your heart loses 1 year of life.
Yeah. I think that... Oh, and I have birds that are pertinent, because at the beginning of my shooting phase, I released the birds, and it's table-wide, but it does require line of sight. 1 mortal wound on a 2-up per bird, and I have 2 birds.
Is it 1 per battle or in each shooting phase?
It's in each of my shooting phases.
Okay.
And it's 1 per beast rider, and it happens at the beginning of the shooting phase, and it's an ability, not a shooting attack, so it can target little tiny heroes and stuff. I think that's just about it. Mornfang have Iron Fists, I suppose, so they reflect mortals on a 6, and they have some anti-Unleash Hell abilities that I have never used, but they seem useful.
Okay, I don't have any shooting, so I think whatsoever, so yeah.
Yeah, all right, perfect. Anyway, so I miscast that. I take 2 mortal wounds, and I'm going to empty the pot immediately and try to heal those back, because I won't be next to the pot ever again. So this is for the Frost Lord. I will heal 2, and we're back up. And now the Great Maw Pot, whose state is usually this. This is full with the fire, and this is empty with the no fire.
Nice.
And so there it is. I think that's all for the hero phase. Time for movement. First things first. Mr. Frostlord on Stonehorn is going to... Oh, I should give myself command points for the start of the game. How about... Yeah, I have 2. I'm going to be spending 1 so that he is a 6 runner. So I can move 20. So we're right here, which should be within 3 of that. And we're good. Kragnos is also going to run, but he is a normal runner, not a 6 runner. And he's a very normal runner, actually. Got a 1, so we're on 11. 4 and 7. Let's zoom in here. Ah, yes, a micron. Do I have to be wholly within the capture?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Well, you got me. This guy's just zooming. He'll be there. These Mornfang are moving up.
You also need to be wholly within for his aura.
Yeah, you have to be wholly within for his aura, for sure. Yeah. And I think this guy is chilling. There. Alright, movement phase is done. It's time to shoot. Well, I suppose I'll put 2 birds onto the Kron spine since
Okay.
it's the model on the table. And that's 2 mortal wounds.
Okay. Now I feel it's a good time to ask, do you know how Cronspine Incarnate works regarding wounds and everything else?
Nope. I think it's something
Oh.
like Croak, kind of, but it has levels to it, and it doesn't die somehow.
So he can go from level 3 to 0, which is death. He starts at level 2. At the end of the Battle Shock phase, in the turn in which he received damage, so it can be both turns, I roll 3d6. If I roll on 3d6 more than the number of wounds that he received, I do not lose a level.
Okay, so it's impossible with just 2. It has to be 4.
It has to be at least 4. Or 3. I need to roll more.
Oh, you have to,
Equal
okay.
means I lose a level.
So 1 in 36.
Also, and this is important, if I kill a monster, I get a level.
Your work is cut out for you in this matchup.
But if I get a level immediately, so let's say, for example, Incarnate is level 1, and you're charging him, and you deal 25 damage, which is obviously more than I can get on 3d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in my return, I kill that monster. I immediately get level 2, sorry, a little bit of Serbian there. I immediately get level 2, and then it gets dropped at the end of the Battle Shock phase to level 1.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So essentially, I have a little bit of advantage there.
I think maybe otherwise it would be perhaps, I don't want to say too easy to kill him, but, you know, you want him to stick around. You want to play around it.
Yeah. So is that all of your movement?
Yeah, the movement's done. Kragnos is attempting morsel way out in the open. And we got 1, 2 more.
Okay, I have 1, 2 more, yes. So from my perspective, this is an excellent bait because how I see it, Kragnos is open to be killed.
Yeah.
Because he has 18 wounds, and the Bulgars can pretty much deal 18 mortals combined with their attack and charge.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going through that 2+ armor save whatsoever.
Yeah, you kill him with mortal wounds, typically.
Yeah, I need to kill him with mortal wounds. So I'm thinking out loud here. Because you haven't screened your Kragnos whatsoever, I can pretty easily deal d6 mortal wounds from the edge, and then just charge him with Bulgars and the Dumble, and probably kill him. And if I do kill him, that is pretty much hampering your army, like halving down their charging abilities, and I can charge with Kronspine and just tank the Frostlord and Stonehorn.
Mm-hmm.
Just, put him in place. I will probably not kill him because -1 to wound and all other stuff that he has. But, I can just keep him in place because you cannot retreat from Kronspine Incarnate.
Oh, he has a no retreat?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. He's good.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This kind of felt like a gotcha moment, which I didn't want to happen.
No, I don't think. If I was going second in the battle round, that would matter more, I think. But since I'm not, it's,
Yeah, so let's see whether I can actually kill Kragnos. I do need to ask how much does the Stonehorn Beast Rider and the Frostlord and Stonehorn count as models on objective?
They are 10s.
All of them are 10.
It's much simpler than SOB. It doesn't degrade. They're 10s all around. And Kragnos is some ridiculous 30 number or something like that. And the Mournfang are 2 each.
But currently he's not counting for any objectives because of the way you placed him.
Yeah.
So I will take one of my battle tactics from the books, one of those very balanced ones, one of those that are completely family friendly. And I don't know the name, but essentially it says that I win the battle tactics if I take over the objective that you control and I contest it with a unit that has 10 or more models. So It's called Rampaging Beastherd. Pick one objective controlled by your opponent. You complete this tactic if you control that objective at the end of this turn, and that objective is contested by a friendly unit that has 10 or more models.
Sure.
So this will be my battle tactic for the turn. Rampaging.
That's an enviable battle tactic.
Oh, what is this?
Enviable is like
I know.
I'm jealous of that. Oh, okay, sorry.
No, I'm just. Where can I? Yeah, I cannot use my. Oh, yeah, they're here. They are. Huh? Bestial Wrath, Rampaging Beast. Huh?
Yeah, if you
Nice.
click the top thing in normally it's basic, you can go to B. It's not in any sort of. It's kind of in alphabetical order, but it restarts sometimes. But it's up there.
So I will pick my home objective to retake it, and I will then attempt. So that's my.
What does Kronspine count as for objectives?
He counts as 5.
5,
He doesn't
just the
have
typical monster thing. Okay.
Yeah, because he's a monster. Yeah, he doesn't have that as well. So this is my battle tactics. Given that I don't have any heroes on the table, I don't have any heroic action. What's your heroic action?
You deploy guys during the movement phase, so my typical create an unbinder isn't really a choice here. So let's try to get that command point. Oh, I suppose it's your turn, so I have 2 now, and I got it. So
okay, excellent.
Heroic leadership on the. I suppose I could just finest hour him, but the thing is, you're going to kill him with mortal wounds. So we'll give him a heroic.
Okay, cool. So now we are in the hero phase. I don't have any wizard on the table, so no spells for me. But I am going to use my Ritual of Ruin. Before I attempt to deal mortals to Kragnos, I need to take D3 mortal wounds on my Shaman. He will take 3 mortal wounds. He has 5 wounds, just so you know.
He's not even on the table, and he's already half dead.
Yes. He is getting beaten.
Look, he's suffering from success, all right?
Yeah. So Kronspine gives a reroll to run and charge in 10, wholly within 10.
Mm-hmm.
While he's tied to a hero. He is bounded to Shaman. But when Shaman dies, Kronspine becomes wild. This gives following. +1 to hit to all of his attacks. He can run and charge with reroll to both. And even though I move him around, see, he counts my units as enemy units as well.
Okay.
So if I'm within 3 inch of my own units, when my Shaman dies, he's in combat with them.
Okay. But you're not required to like charge them or any such, right?
No.
Okay.
Nothing.
That's not as unsafe as I thought it would be.
Yeah. So Shaman received 3 mortal wounds, and now I'm going to roll how many mortals will Kragnos receive. 3 to 2, yes. Usual.
This is a D6 or D3? D6, right? All right, so 2. Probably still 2. Yep. I'll move that right over there.
Yeah. I kind of think that the ward save 6+ is the worst.
At least I get to roll. You give me the opportunity to roll the dice, I suppose. Yeah. That's nice.
Okay, so I'm
going to move this over here.
I'm going to a movement phase. Kronspine has a movement of 12 inch. So let's see. If he moves to...
Do you want like a distance measurement from my guy?
Yes, please.
Oh no, it's choosing a thing. Hold up. I bet I can click this button and then it will work. Nope, it even more doesn't work. I think it has to do with the aura sometimes. What if it was free?
In here.
That's like 12.
Yeah.
Possibly 11 and a half.
No, but you can see this. He's within my 10-inch real hour. 9.1, yes.
Oh, now I'm looking over it. I'm looking at it straight up. It seems like I'm like 1.6 out from the 10 reroll.
Oh, probably, yes.
Because you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
When you're when you're looking at it from an angle, it it changes where it is, so you got to look overhead.
Never mind. Let's move him to probably. My bad. So yeah, he's on. Here we'll move.
That's the last problem I need to solve, by the way, is figuring out how to measure 2 stuff without it randomly attaching to other things on the table.
I really don't have an answer. So, do you agree with me that I need 11 for this charge?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. That's one thing. I move
Listen to
him
that
here.
chat. That's subtle. Did you notice how he phrased that? Do you agree that this is the case? And then he had like the measurement right up. That's like the kind of um, passive, positive, focused way of saying things that might be in contention when they're happening. This is a good thing. I agree.
Do you know why this is also a good thing? Because there is going to be a lot of things happening. And before we get to Cronspine Incarnate charging, there are going to be like 10 more things. And we are 100% going to forget what I have thought or what you have thought, and etc. Right?
Yeah,
But
and it's
when we
just good to get
say,
the opponent say yes here, then we move on. Say yes here, then we move on. Do you remember this? Yeah.
yeah,
It's
because
much better than
both of us,
arguing in the charge phase when you can't fix
yeah,
anything. But while you're still moving it,
exactly.
it's still.
And both you and I will remember, yes, we agreed. We said, I asked, do you agree? You said, yes, I agree.
Hmm.
That's it. We are
It's
not
part
going
of
to
like the
forget.
bubble of. I guess this isn't really playing by intent, but it's just double checking really. Plus, since we're on Twitch, people can clip things, and even if I forget, they'll be like, ahem, look at this clip of you agreeing to it in the past.
Yeah, people can be like that.
Here, I'm going to turn off this
Oh,
aura,
one
which
question.
I think will fix that
Mm-hmm.
measurement.
So I'm going to pick a point here.
Oh,
No,
I'll be giving you a 9-inch during this whole
thank you very
process.
much. That's very nice. That's very nice. Well, that's very kind of you. So yeah,
It doesn't even
let's
have to be
say,
kind. It's it's more efficient. It's a win-win situation. It's faster and it's
mhm,
better and it's helpful.
nice, to the spot. 9.1. I have to be more than 9, so
Yeah.
9.1. Yeah. So that's him dropping out of the sky. I'm going to drop 10 of these. 3 in here. Here.
All right.
So that even if I do not charge, I can grab the objective.
Currently have 15.
And you have 10. Last time I checked my math,
I
I
don't know.
had these guys.
There was a corn FAQ that wondered if 5 was greater than or equal to 10. So there was a famous corn FAQ that asked, "Can I have a special weapon on my unit of 5?" And in the book it says 1 in every 10 can have a special weapon. And so the answer was unsurprisingly no, because 5 is less than 10.
I remember somebody asking in the last FAQ, I believe, do then dead ogres count for the grand strategy?
Right, yeah.
Because if they are
So
dead, they are not in
if I'm
combat.
tabled, all of my ogres are outside of combat. 100% of 0 ogres are outside of combat. Therefore, surely.
Surely, yeah. So I'm not going to drop my Beast Lord, and I'm not going to drop my Tsangur Enlightened on Disc of Cinch, but I will drop.
Yeah, they're
my
the closer. You gotta make sure you get the big hits on those.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm not dropping him. I'm just want to calculate 9-inch from the
Yeah,
edge.
no fine, no problem.
Oh, by the way, FAQ for AOS Worlds ruled. I believe that this is within rules, but just checking. Actually, I'm not going to be that daft. I'm going to drop him here in the bushes.
Yeah, the birds do have line of sight.
Yeah, I know. So this is important. FAQ for Worlds ruled that if you this goes to 0. Sorry, yes. That all of the objectives that are not your territory do not count as wholly outside of your territory because they are on border with your objective.
Oh, okay. So so the only wholly outside my territory objectives are yours.
No, he is also bordering your objective. You see
Oh yeah,
here.
because of that single line. So there's no such
Uh,
thing in this battle plan as wholly
no,
outside.
no.
Does this mean that I could not have desecrated this because it's not wholly outside?
But it doesn't work for the
Oh, the
terrains. It
terrain is
only
a
works for
specific
objective.
thing. We're not, yeah, the
Yeah,
other thing is the table. That's why it's different. Okay.
yeah.
This makes sense to me.
You could, you could. So, and I just need to drop the 7-inch from Pragnos and from Frostlord and Stonehorn.
Sure.
Let's see. This is obviously 7, and this is 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I can kind of drop. I will drop them here within the range of the, within the range of the reroll hour aura. Let's do it like this. See how huge their bases are?
Yeah, they got Yeti bases. The
Yeah.
50s, right?
Let me check something. They are obviously more than 7. Oh, they are more than 7.
Yeah, 7.4 and then
But they are
10.3.
on each. So let me. Okay. 7.1. 7.1. Above and beyond. And then I will just line them up here.
All right.
I can drop them as well here. No, they cannot go through the. This is not 40k. That they cannot go through the walls.
Oh, you mean have one on one side of a wall and one on the other side of the wall? They can't do that?
Well, I can deploy them, but I don't think that this base is wide enough. Small enough to go through these small.
Oh, the
small
little.
doors.
No, you'd have to go over. They'd have to climb. They'd have to be climbers.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Not having flying is such a burden, isn't it?
Oh, c'est la vie. Okay, more
Easy.
than 7.
Easy out.
More than 7. Right? Okay, excellent. So these are my drops for the end of my movement phase. I'm going to go in my charge phase. Obviously, none of the charging units are in the range of the incarnate for now, but if I get 11, let's see. 2d6, I'm first rolling for incarnate.
Ooh.
And I got 10. And we agreed on getting how much?
11 and a half, I think.
No, it was actually 11. It was 10.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was 11. Yeah.
It was 11. And this is why it's important to voice your agreement, because had I been some less friendly player, I could say, yeah, this was on 10, we discussed
Yeah, and perhaps the table got bumped in between, right?
Yeah, like this. So this is very important. Now I'm going to utilize his inborn reroll charge ability, and I haven't got 11. That's it. So I'm going to roll for Dumble to charge. He needs 8 because he has +1 after dropping from the edge.
Yeah.
He got 7. I'm going to use my command point to get him a reroll charge and hope for that 8.
There it is. Just roll high. That's my plan.
Yes. Just, learn how to roll. And he is going to end.
And now look at that. Oh, are they going to be in range?
No, but I don't think that they need it.
Yeah, they're only 7 after all.
That's 5 for them.
Oh, easy.
He got
speaking
12.
of re-rolling charges, that's my triumph. Is the
okay.
charge re-roller one.
So at the end of a charge, I first roll 2 up.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a second. I roll 2 up for D3 mortal impact hits. So this is 2 up. You take D3 mortal wounds. That's 2 mortal wounds.
Any 6s? Nope. Take 2.
And what is more important, you take on 2 up. Nice. You get right last.
Ooh, all right, big.
Yes. So let's now roll 4 Bulgars. I need 5 to charge.
Of course.
And do you see my predicament right now?
Do they have reroll on their horn or something, or no?
No.
And unfortunately, this is a cascading domino effect. So if the Kronspine succeeds, then they're in range to reroll this unfortunate roll to get in. And now Doombull is staring down Kragnos, suddenly without backup.
Yeah, exactly.
Just roll ones, Germ Minis. I believe the phrase is just roll sixes, but I guess as his opponent, just roll ones is a strat.
So what I did right now, I got greedy because I could have charged Doombull somewhere where he could give them charge in the start. But I got greedy. I wanted
because
to
you wanted full coverage over here.
I wanted full coverage. So yeah, that was my mistake. But you live and learn. Let's continue with the... Oh, at the end of charge phase, you received some mortals.
Oh, this is the end of the charge phase? All right, we got the Malding roll. 5 up, and the Doombull takes something. He does not. And these are 7.1 away, so... Yeah.
Okay, so let's do some damage on Kragnos before my guy dies.
I do have a monster action, unless this guy has the immunity monster action thing.
Oh, no, sorry, yeah, my bad. You have the monster action.
He's got 8 wounds to him, huh? I think, well, you have 2 command points. Let's try to roar. I will.
Yeah.
Alright, carry on.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with my horns.
I'm probably going to all-out defense in response to this.
That's a good call, because I have only 1 rend, so... Those are 2 attacks, 4 up, no rend, 2 damage. 6s are 2 mortal wounds.
Nice.
2 mortal wounds, 1 hit.
I tend to just handle the mortal wounds like right as they happen and then roll saves after.
And he has 3 attacks, which are 3 up, -1, 3 damage. 6 is a mortal wound.
Am I rolling any saves from those first 2 attacks?
So yeah, you have ward save from 2 mortal wounds.
Right. Oh, it's instead of, it's not in addition?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not in addition. Have you rolled your ward saves?
Yeah, I failed him, so he has 6 on him now.
And then 3 attacks. All hit, 0 mortal wounds, and 3 up. You have 3 saves with -1 rend.
Alright, so I'm on a 2 up.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay, you saved everything.
And then, am I piling in?
Maybe you could pile in a little bit back to just take all of your objective.
Yeah. I have to imagine that the Doombull will not live, but perhaps he will. I've seen it happen. Foot heroes are randomly chads sometimes, right? So I'm going to go through the attacks here. We got the Dad Mace. 3s and 2s.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's a habit of mine to just say it out loud. 3 at Ren 3.
I don't have a save.
4 each.
He's dead.
All right. And then the save wears off. And he rages, but nobody's close enough.
Now, what I like to do before rolling for the priority, I like to roll those dice in the center of the table.
It's more hype, right? Because it's close to everything.
But first, let me score. I have 1, 2 more, and I have completed my battle. I have retaken this objective and have a unit with more than 10. So it's 1, 2, 2 more.
And score.
And I scored, yeah.
Tie ball game.
Let's see.
Tie ball game due to... So is this just mashing R? Is that what happens here? I just mash R?
You have the priority.
I like you go, I go, and there's no way you could fail another charge next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have a proper you go, I go game here, I think. Now, what kind of battle tactic am I trying to get? The sign of an unprepared player. Let me look at my battle tactics for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I think I may. Let me do some measurements here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Picked to be your general, huh? So it can't be Kragnos for this one's mine.
No. No.
And how many dudes do you still have to place? You have the kill squad already, as well as the Beast Lord to drop down in various places. All right, I think what I'm going to do is choose this one's mine on the Bulgors.
Good choice. I get 2 command points because my general is dead.
And I get 2 because I'm going first. Heroic action is going to be heroic healing on Kragnos. See how brave he is.
Nice.
Hey, it's a good thing I didn't choose to cast the spell first, huh? And he will heal 2. Now we cast a spell with Frost Lord. It's Mystic Shield on a 9. Oh, I didn't give you a chance to... Oh, because you don't have a hero out. Never mind. We're good.
Exactly.
Mystic Shield on boy. Because I didn't leave myself enough room here. Okay, hero phase done. Time to move.
Mm-hmm.
Just turning on an aura for no reason. Nothing to see here. Well, I guess I'll give you the opportunity to redeploy if you wish. Whatever outside of 3 happens to be here. Which seems to be 3.1.
He's not wholly within the 3
I don't think he
charge
is.
aura.
I think if you zoom
You can
in,
move him a little
I
bit
think
left.
right now he's not wholly within by like a millimeter or something.
You can move him a little bit left. He has movement.
Well, I'm going to move Kragnos, so it's fine.
Well, this is not something you should have told me, because now I know you're going to move Kragnos.
Oh, and now you get to roll the hot 6 and put the Bulgors in such a... Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I'm kind of not going to use a redeploy right now.
All right, next movement is Kragnos, who's also like so.
Now, because you ended your move within 9 of my unit, I'm going to use a redeploy command.
Let's see the hot 6.
Let's see the hot
Just
6.
roll 6s. Pretty
4.
good, though. Pretty good.
Now, what I'm going to do is hopefully pull you a little, maybe pull them above or to the right. Yeah, far away from Kragnos as I can be. But I will move them one by one because they cannot go around the... No.
Yeah.
So this is 2-inch.
Yep, you're still outside of 3, so you're good during this move.
So this is 2. and then 2 inch 2.1, 1.9 to the right.
Mm-hmm.
No. There. So there's a chance that I will still be charged by this guy, but not so, like, less chance that I will be charged by
Oh, we got... Dude, you can draw on this thing? Damn, I didn't even see the draw tool. That's sick.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you're telling me you haven't used the draw symbol to
No,
draw?
and
Interesting.
I'm happy none of the people who came on the show decided to do that, because a draw tool on a live stream is a dangerous proposition.
Yes. Yes, it
Or
is.
John Madden over
Luckily.
here. So what this Frost Lord's going to want to do is he's going to want to roll 3d6 to charge.
Yeah.
All right. Now the rest of my movement has to pretend like I'm thinking about what you're going to do with the Zangor Enlightened, right? So, maybe we do this. And these Mournfang, hey, thoughts and prayers, buddies. You're doing great work where you are, I gotta say. I believe that's all for my movement. Time for shooting, and cannot see any bush character, so out of LOS there. Let me do some. So how many wounds do these guys have? And they are on a 5-up, right?
5-up, 4 wounds each.
4 wounds each.
24.
If he charges them, I will do something like 6 mortal wounds, maybe. If Kragnos charges him, maybe like 3. Don't want to attack with Kragnos first because he might kill the rest of them. But I have to get kind of lucky with Frost. I think they're not monsters, so it's not a chance of Kragnos just blowing them up or anything. I think I will put the vultures onto the Bulgor. It's not like they have 2 wounds where it could make my charge harder in the future, which is something sometimes...
You need 10 inch for Kragnos charge. Average.
Yeah. Which is,
literally.
I think 10.5 is average, but you can't roll a half, so... I'm going to put the birds on the Bulgors, and that's 2 mortal wounds.
Just give me a second.
And I'm most likely out of range here, but it's possible this is 20. Oh, it is. Hey. Hey. All right. So if I do 2 more, it makes Kragnos' charge harder. I don't think I will shoot them with the stupid harpoon that hits on 4s. So shooting phase is over. Time for the most fun phase. It's charges. And the first person I will charge with is Kragnos, because again, we gotta maintain...
Ah, the lovely 3d6 charge.
The 3d, it's so good. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, nice. 12.
All right, so that's a 12.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the front guy. I'm just moving it so that he can move. Within half an inch. He's in, and it's a d6. 2 up is d6 mortal wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 4, 3.
So this guy is dead. You can keep him. And 1 wound goes to
the trophy
this
rack.
Guy.
All right.
Yeah. To this guy below.
Right.
This the left one. Leftist one. To the left, to the left.
Yep. And then Frostlord has +1 to charge on his War Scroll, so this is 3d6 +1.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 8.
9.
How many?
Do it. Reroll it. Reroll it.
I can't fail this, which makes me want to reroll it, but 8 is close enough to average that this is fine.
But for the videos, for the video.
Oh, for the like gun cocking shooting noise. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not doing this in the game, to be clear, but I'm rolling this for the YouTube short. There we go. 16. All right.
Excellent.
And then I'm gonna pretend like I'm rolling 16 dice right here. Only the live watchers will know. Oh. Okay. And then, but the real roll was 8.
Yeah.
Can I be wholly within? Nice.
Yes,
I guess
you should be.
I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? It kind of matters.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll 8 dice. Only the live watchers chat. You're in on the secret. This is how the sausage is made. The real roll was a 9. Oh, was it a 9?
Yes.
Oh, on the
You
dice?
get +1, right? It
Well,
was 5.
I don't.
No, it
I
was
don't
5,
count the
3,
plus
1.
1. It doesn't count for
okay.
the rolls. 3 mortal wounds.
So this guy is dead.
Alright, we got 4 left.
And currently no added wounds.
All right. Any other charges? No. End of the charge phase. I'm going to.
Yeah,
What?
you had 5, 3, 1. That's 9. So you need to roll 1 more dice.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. It's a 2.
As I recall, 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Yes.
Oh, I must have been pre-factoring in not getting the +1 to my rolls. You're right. Chat is on the case as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's going to attack first? Who is going to attack first?
I'm doing some monster actions. So first things first, Kragnos is going to roar.
I hate when that happens.
So they are roared. And then Frostwood and Stonehorn is going to overwhelming charge.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like Stomp, only cooler. So I can move 8. And we can fly. But not over terrain. I think I actually... Can I do this? No. Alright, so what we're going to do is Eep and then land. For a 2-up D3 mortal wounds. Got a 4. And then it's 1 mortal wound.
Okay. 1 life counter to this guy behind.
Alright, the first person I select will be Frostlord, and I'm going to all-out attack him. So I have 1 command point left. And let's see if I can kill 4 Bulgor with 1 life on them.
Let's see, do you remember? I will all-out defense these guys.
They are roared.
Ah, nice. Nice. Good one.
Alright,
I've had this happen to me multiple times at tournaments. Like people telling me they're using heroic finest hour on a hero that already used finest hour, on all-out attack, on all defense, on the road
people. They might not even be cheating actually, because it's really it's like a routine. You know, when someone attacks you, you just say all-out defense, and it's so rote almost that it's impossible to tell whether they're trying to get one over on you or if they just forgot, which is unfortunate. But these are the horn attacks, are on 3s and 3s now. Slightly above average roll with 4 hits. Ren 2.
I don't have save against that.
I'm on the charge, so +1 horn damage is 4, 8, 12.
12 means 3 are dead. 1, 2, 3, and this wounds.
Oh, 4, 8, 12, 16. There are 4 of them.
Oh, okay. My bad. Then
easy.
All
okay.
Yeah.
Chat helping me with basic math. You have to understand, first of all, I went to American public school, so math is not my forte. And second, I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts, and I'm a stereotype, so math not my strong suit, you might say. I'm more of a shapes and colors kind of guy. All right.
That's why I like the drawing tool here.
Yeah, we got to use the drawing tool next time.
Yeah.
Right. This one was mine indeed. Wait, how many do I have? We have this one, this one.
You have 3.
I'm equal here, but not taken.
So you don't have, yeah.
So I have 2. All right. And turn is yours.
Yes, I'm playing right now. So I do not get the command point. He's in 15, but he's on here.
It's
Yeah, it's within 18.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't have to be
now
wholly within 18, right? So we're good.
no. But my shaman is on table. So I'm going to take eye for an eye. Eye for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
And my heroic action will be to attempt to heal Great Brave Shaman. He has a very poor leadership. His bravery is 7. These are 3 dice. Let's see if he's brave enough.
Exactly
Yes.
enough. And they got rid of the
Exactly.
stupid thing where it's just 1 if you tie it.
Yeah. And
Oh,
he
well,
heals
okay,
1
it's 1.
point.
Hey, that's something.
Okay. Yeah, but if I get 5 or 6 on my Ritual of Ruin, he's dead. Okay, now your heroic action.
Let's see. Eye for an eye does not target, so I don't get any information there. I feel like Frostsword on Stonehorn is fine. Your dudes fly, though. That's a concern.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Oh,
worth...
sorry.
I think it's
My
worth...
bad. I get... Sorry for interrupting you, because I'm playing second in this turn. I get 2 heroic actions on my Galician champion, right?
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, so his second heroic action is going to be bonus command point.
Got it.
My
Or
general
don't
is
got it.
dead, so I got it. I'm not going to place it here, because then I will forget. I will see, do we have a bonus command point here?
Yeah, it's heroic leadership. And so you
nice,
just put it
thank you
next
very
to the
much.
hero that you targeted.
Yeah, okay, cool.
How's the game
Awesome, that's
going?
great.
Well, my opponent got incredibly unlucky and failed a very important early charge. So it's even. And a big play is about... A big thing is about to happen. And I'm choosing a heroic action. I think I might waste Finest Hour here on Kragnos.
Did you use Finest Hour in the first round?
No, I really should have though. But I
Yeah, you
chose
said you
I
want.
chose heroic leadership because, and I quote myself, "You're just gonna kill him with mortal wounds anyway,"
Yeah,
which
exactly.
wasn't a good choice, but it's what I did.
Excellent. No, this is an excellent choice. So now that we are in heroic phase, I'm going to attempt to cast a spell with Grey Bear Shaman. So I'm really, trying to kill him. I'm going to cast. It's 18-inch range spell.
Mm-hmm. He's a single
But
caster, right?
Yeah.
Or a
I
double
think that
caster?
you're visible. Are you visible to me?
The model's
This
pretty
guy?
big. We go by, so you can see the frost spear.
Yeah.
Technically that's all
I
the
can see.
model. I believe by the rules, if you can see the frost spear, you can see it. Because there's no... I don't think Games Workshop has any... Yeah, I believe you can see him.
Okay.
Frost spear counts.
Okay, I did not cast, but thankfully I avoided a miscast.
True.
So let's attempt to use Ritual of Ruin. I am first taking D3 mortals. Okay, he is not dead. Excellent.
Good.
That's 4 wounds.
Does he have 5 wounds normally or 6?
Yes, 5.
Okay. We're on the edge.
And I'm going to attempt to deal D6. I'm going to deal D6 mortal wounds to Kragnos.
Ooh, nice. 5.
And that's 5. Nice. Good. Better.
Any 6s in the chat? No, I'll take 5, which is 9 total. 9
Nice.
of 18. That was big.
Doesn't bracket him. That doesn't bracket him. If I remember.
No, 10 is the exact number that he brackets. Are those enlightened or Skyfires in reserve? They are enlightened. Yeah.
Which we call disco goats here.
Yeah, because they are on discs, and so disco goats. Disc goats, if you will.
Okay, so that was my hero phase. This is still my objective. If I move them, then it's not going to be my objective. I don't want to do that. I kind of forfeit this objective here. It's pretty much unavoidable. But I could take this objective of yours.
Very easily.
I'm thinking out loud. Yeah, I'm thinking out loud.
These count as 2, so all you need is a 5-man squad or whatever. I don't think you even have 5-man squads. You have 10s.
They don't have any bonus count? More 5 pack?
They do. They're each worth 2, so this is 4.
Okay. Okay, cool. So let's go into my movement phase. I'm first going to run with Great Brave Shaman. He doesn't have reroll run. He's not within range of Incarnate, so he has 2. His movement is 6 plus 2, 8. So he will move. No, oh, sorry, my bad. Where's the counter of the move?
Oh, right click, toggles, measured movement. There, I just set it. So now it should work.
How did I lose it? I don't know.
Probably
so
when you switch it to an aura, sometimes it counts it as a different thing, and so that one needs measured movement as well.
Yeah. So this is 4.3, and I have 5.7. Raw. Fear me, mortals, and despair. Doom has come to this world.
True.
Okay.
Any re? Maybe I re.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do. Because appearing on the board is not a move, so I can't do that with Crag.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather just somehow, even though it's probably not possible, I would like for him not to be in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you're just going to charge him with boy. I think this is
Boy?
still, yeah, Kronspine of Gur. I call him boy, and I don't have a good reason for that. I have 1 command point. Yeah, this is fine. I stay.
You stay. Excellent. So my bait failed. I'm going to move Kronspine. Let me see if the measured movement is included. Yes. So I'm going to move him to 12 inch. Can you please provide me with 3 inch distance?
3 inch. Oh no. Can you turn off his aura briefly? Then this will work. If you press escape while you're holding him, it'll go back to where he started.
Oh, nice. Toggles. Where's the aura? Tooltip, sticky, auto raise, grid snap, dread selectable.
Oh, maybe you just can't. That's fine.
Any help from the chat?
What mine is I have like a status change, so I can press 1 or 2 and it gets rid of or doesn't. I don't know how to do that. Someone did it for me. So what you'll do is just put him outside of 3, and there's no way that he'll, So we'll say this is outside of 3 wherever it is, and if you somehow fail your charge, then we'll figure it out.
No, I will. Let's not do this. I will just place him here.
Yep. Seems good.
More than 3. Okay, excellent.
The one part of TTS where it's worse than real life, where you really can just put him somewhere and measure straight up. Yeah.
Well, it's okay. I still find TTS better in many different ways. So that is my movement. Now I'm going to drop my Beastler. I'm sorry. You also killed my Dumbo.
So this is like chess where you keep your opponent's pieces. I should give you... Here, I'll give you what you kill in the future.
So these 2 guys count as heroes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do a bold move here. I'm going to drop this guy like more than 9 from the Monk backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I believe that he's more than 9 from Kragnos as well.
Very, very much more.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to drop flying disco goats.
All right, the Concern Squad number 2. Hey, Mornfang, it's been nice knowing you. You did a lot of good work for me, but it's time for you to go.
Okay, this is way, way less than 9. They have a champion, so oh, sorry, I need to move them a little bit more. They have
Like
the champion,
0.1,
so
it's
that I
fine.
can give them reroll charge.
Which one is
And
the
if not,
champion? You just highlight a base. Like, let's pretend this guy is, for instance. You go to
okay,
right-click
this
color
one.
tint, and then, so like the red base one is the champion, for instance.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the one you want, so I'm going to change it back, but
I love the teal color, so I'm going to place color tint teal. He will be the Aviarch. Is the number? Is the name of the? Yeah, and I don't have anything else left in the deployment.
good,
And
because it
I'm
would
going
die.
yeah, I'm going to use my teleporting ability to maybe teleport these guys to this objective here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, this corner here. Just to, hopefully grab this objective when Kragnos dies. Oh.
True.
So I will have 2 more. Let's go to the combat phase. I'm sorry, charge phase. So disco goats are going to attempt to charge at 8.
Oh yeah, they don't have shooting because they're not Skyfires. You are right.
And I'm going to spend my command point to attempt to reroll to get an 8 as well. So no 8 for them. And
Charges this game have not been kind.
Yeah. Beast Lord will attempt to charge. He needs 8 as well. He got 9. I doubt that he can kill. How many wounds does Mornfang? 6. No.
They have 6 wounds each, 4 up save.
So he can charge Kragnos though.
Yeah,
and Kragnos have received how many wounds?
9, which puts him at exactly half life. And he wants to use a command ability, and he wouldn't be able to if you did.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, let's start killing Bonfang. Eventually I will have to kill them.
Mm-hmm. Notice where he's attacking right here. If this was a bigger line of cavalry, it would be more painful, but some people line their cavalry up like this, and then this one dude is right here. Now they have to pile in. Uncomfortable, right? Especially with some 1-inch reaches and stuff. And so pinning is, or tagging, I should say, is a pretty good strat against cavalry like that.
And let's charge with Kronspine Incarnate.
He's in.
He got 9. I will not attempt to be greedy, and I am not going to go in combat with Kragnos.
Yeah.
He needs to be within 5. Okay. Okay, this is my charges. My Beast Lord has Field by Gurish Rage, so I am going to attempt to first, at the end of my charge phase, I'm going to roar your Frostlord and Soulfall.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I'm not going to roar. I'm going to take Titanic Duel.
The duel. Some people think duel sucks, but it's actually a counter to roar, kind of. If you're the offense. Anyhow, I still think I roar though, because why not? I can't stomp him. I do.
Okay, so.
Now, this guy being so close, what is the purpose of that? Is there when he's within a certain amount of distance, something?
Well, I kind of hope that you're going to take the bait and pile in and hit him.
Oh, I see. You mean for a redeploy?
Not for a redeploy, but for in combat, because you have 3-inch pile in, and he's kind of very close.
Yeah.
He's on 4, so you could probably attack him with 2-inch weapons, and maybe you got greedy and kill him. And if you do, my Incarnate is wild.
Yeah, and he gets bonus attacks, yeah, or not bonus attacks, but +1 to hit.
+1 to hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I could not count on you doing that, so that's why I chose Titanic Duel.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question arises: should I pick Beast Lord first, or should I pick a Kronspine first? Because Beast Lord is maybe going to kill one Morfang, and the Beast Kronspine probably is not going to kill a Frost Lord on Stonecourt.
But for sure,
So,
wound table him, if that matters.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm first going to pick Kronspine Incarnate of Gur and hope that you are not going to kill me in return or lose my level in return. So
what is his level right now?
He starts at second level.
All right.
Yes. So what negatives do you have to give me?
In total, only the Frost Lord is at -1 to wound rolls. That's it.
Okay. So my first attack profile is 1 plus index. Index is the number of his levels, number of attacks.
What's his rend?
Currently
if I could interrupt. What's his rend?
-3. -3.
All right, then we're all out.
All out. That's your last command point.
Yeah. Although I still have once per game free command point.
Okay. Across the table, yes.
Yeah.
So my attack profile is 3-2 -3. First attack profile is 3-2 -3 4. But given that I get +1 to hit from Titanic Duel and -1 to wound, this will be 2-3 -3 4.
All right.
Let's roll it. Everything hit. Everything wounded. So you have 3 saves with -3.
All right. -3, 2, and -1. So I'm on a 4. I'll take 1, which is 3, I think.
4 damage.
4.
4
Okay.
damage each.
A proper amount of damage. What? Okay.
Nice.
True stone skeleton, I suppose.
Yeah. And I have second attack profile.
Loaded die. Yeah, I turned on Valve anti-cheat after that miscast. I gotta bump those numbers, for the stream.
So he has 8 attacks, which are 2 up. And because of your debuff, they are 4 up. And you have 2 saves with -2.
2 saves -2, -2 plus 2. I'm on a 3 up. Which I will fail 1.
2 damage. 2 damage.
2 damage. And I will take 2.
Okay. I don't think that's a bracket.
They improved the brackets in the most recent book. So we're chilling on like 6s or something. I believe 7 is the first.
It's usually half.
It is 6. 6 is the first one. It's usually half, but we bracket worse. So 6 is the first. Is that all the attacks for that guy?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's squiggle around with these Mournfang. And 1 for the leader. These are on 3s and 3s. Rend 1, damage 2.
Okay.
3 or rend 1?
3 on 5 up. So I failed 2, that's 4 damage.
And then each mount has 4 attacks, 4s and 3s. Five at rend 1, damage 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
High rolls, kinda.
That's on 5 up. Okay, he dies, but I do have the Fueled by Gurish Rage on
So
him.
he coming back.
So on 3 up, I come back.
Of course not.
I got yeah. Yeah, he goes to here.
There's nothing like planning for all the bad outcomes and then they're worse.
Yeah. So I don't have anything to pick in combat. It's your pick.
This is the bottom of the battle round, and it's your turn. So I don't think this turn I can quite get there, but next turn I probably can. Actually, no. I think this is a 3-round. This is a 3-round pile in into the red square, huh? Okay.
To the red square.
And then I'll attack Kronspine with stuff. Horn attacks on 4s and 3s. 2 at Ren 2.
That's 2 and 6. His default save is 4+, and I'm roared, so I cannot give him all-out defense. 2 and 6 failed both.
3-6, because I did not charge.
Sorry, how much?
6 total.
Oh, 6 total. Okay.
It's 3 normally, 4 on the charge. So.
Mm-hmm.
Frost Spear, 3s and 3s. 1 at Ren 1.
That's on 5. Failed.
That's 3.
1, 2, 3.
And a D6 Stomping Hooves, which are 1 on 3s and 2s. 1 at Ren 1.
That's on 5. Failed.
D3 is 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then some punches and kicks on 3s and 3s. 2 at no rend.
That's on 4 up.
1 damage.
I saved 1. Okay. That's 13.
That's a little above average. It's possible to fail that.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the battle shock phase, I'm going to roll for these 3. I got 14, right?
Yep. So you're safe.
11. Oh, nice. I didn't lose a level here.
Easy.
This goes away. This goes away.
This goes
This
away.
goes away. I did not commit. I did not do my tactics, but I do have 1, 2 more. So
Yep.
1, 2 more. Okay, let's bring the dice to the middle.
The big prio. Any doublers in the chat? 2.
Oh, nice.
All right, your choice.
My choice, yes. So I will pick the play first. I get 1 command point.
So as a pause, if I won priority, I was considering just giving you the turn. Do you think that's foolish? Now that you have chosen to take the turn?
Let me check the distance between Disco Goats and Magnus. 27. He moves 12 or 10.
He
10
moves
and
10.
17. Yeah, that's not so foolish, because like these are my strongest units now, and if they are dead, I pretty much don't have, except Kronspine, anything to kill your units.
Yeah.
So just charging them with these guys, and then with Kragnos, and then with this, comme ci, comme ça. But still, I don't want to risk it, and I'm going to take the turn.
All right. I felt like I was going to have to roll a little too high.
Yeah,
to get to them and kill them, even though they're like the target number 1. The problem is, I don't think I can ever catch the Ungor. They're just going to be, they're going to be Rubik's cubes on the end of whatever table edge, probably for the whole game.
That's why
which is
they're
cool.
cute.
I think they're cool. I like that.
Yeah. So my tactic is going to be desecrate their lands, and I'm going to pick this terrain. By the last FAQ, you control the terrain only if you have units at the end of the round.
It doesn't work like objectives. Terrain is different.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So desecrate.
As everyone, I learned that the hard way during one game.
Yeah, I know. Same here.
My battle tactic is going to be, let's see, what is my battle tactic? Probably healing, right?
Yeah, you mean heroic action?
Yeah. What did I say? Battle
Yeah.
tactic? Did I say that?
Yeah, but I first need to pick my heroic action, and I'm going to pick healing on my shaman. He got 7.
Nice.
Let me remind. That's it. That's yes. He healed D3. Let's give 5, 5, 5. Nice.
He has a hard life. His health bar is just fluctuating between 0 and 90.
Yeah, just like my health bar. Okay.
All right. Kragnos is going to try to heal here.
Yeah. 11, 11, 11.
10, which is perfect.
Close by. Yeah.
And I'll heal for 2.
Yes. My shaman is now going to play dice with his luck and try to attempt to cast Mystic Shield on Bronzebine. That's 8.
That's easy.
He has +1 because he is bounded to Bronzebine, and Bronzebine gives me +1 to cast.
Oh, cool.
And gives your wizards -1 to cast.
Oh, all right.
So that's 9.
I will not try to unbind it.
Okay. Mystic Shield on Bronzebine.
For the folks at home, technically, pushing up the glasses in an anime, actually, you don't have to choose targets until after the unbinder has chosen whether they unbind or not. And so you can keep secret information. Not that there would be any question as to who would be being Mystic Shielded in this situation, but you can be tricky if you need to be.
And I wanted to announce it, because of the YouTube. And now he's going to cast Mystic Shield on Kronspine.
There is a bit of showmanship that goes on.
Yeah.
Did Kronspine lose a level? He did not. I did pretty decent damage to him, but not enough to expect to have him lose a level. It was like a maybe.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. I just went to the movement phase, which I should not do. I'm going to use my...
Second spell.
So you have your heroic action?
Yeah, I did that and I healed.
Now my Ritual of Ruin, I am going to deal D6 mortal wounds to Kraken. Oh, 2.
Is it a 3-up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. You got 2 more mortal wounds.
Oh yeah, it just works, right? You're not rolling for it. 2 mortal wounds, any 6s? Hey, I got a 6. I'll take 1. But that means that when it actually becomes the end of this hero phase, is that it?
That's it, yes.
All right, we're getting angry. We're malding. He's plenty safe. I'm going to roll first for my own man. And he has 8 wounds on him, which means it's a 5-up. We're good. And now the Kronspine. He's good.
Nothing. So now we go to movement phase. And this is the second reason why I really love Sangor's 16-inch fly move.
16-inch flying is so fast.
Yeah.
And here, I'll give you a 3. Easy.
Yeah. $8.5.
Oh no, it's... Hold on. I'll turn off his aura.
Oh, no, 12. My bad, sorry. And at the end of the moment... Oh, sorry, it's not the end of the moment phase yet. Shaman is going to move here.
So there's technically someone standing there, holy.
I forgot one thing to do. Shaman needs to take D3 mortal wounds.
From doing the thing, yeah. So it's 1.
Yeah, 1. He did the thing, and I forgot to deduct, to roll. So that's my bad. Okay. Let's teleport these guys and end our move. Good old desecrate. Just here, just standing, sightseeing, tourist.
Really, the Ungor in this list are they're on a world tour. They're taking the scenic route.
Yeah.
Model them with little Fuji cameras.
Yeah. Let's do the charge phase. Oh, sorry. When I finished my move here, did you want
I
to
could
redeploy
have
Marko?
redeployed, yeah, I could have. But I'm good.
Okay. Let me roll for a charge. They don't have any bonus to charge right now. So pure natural charge.
Ooh.
I got 11.
Finally a charge
Which
roll worth something. All right. You need an actual 12 because he's
yeah,
11.8.
yeah. But they will simply just charge in.
The most wraparound charge that you desire, basically.
Just yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the nothing else will charge. At the end of the charge phase, Incarnate is going to roar into this fellow. I really dislike your 0+ save.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not going to have
He
your
is
0+
roared.
save.
And I mean probably same, let's be honest. 3.
Okay.
Monsters in world, LARPing wise, are actually just screaming at each other all the time. Just nonstop.
Yeah. I agree. I am now going to select Disco Goats for attack.
Okay.
They're going to.
Is this considered a faux pas by the way? What I do in situations like this very often is just remove the Mournfang to save time because they're so dead. I guess that depends on how much time is left in the round, but
yeah, I mean, if you want to do this for the purposes of brevity, yeah, that's fine.
On a stream, no, we gotta see the fucking damage, right? But in a tournament, you gotta watch the clock, so especially if it's like, 2 Frost Sabers or something, it's like, okay, 6-up save.
I don't think that this is your model. Okay.
Yep, that seems good.
Okay, he has 2 inch for his attack. And this one here. This one here. This one. Just give me a second. I need to make sure that they are coherent. Okay, This is within 1 inch. And he's within 1 inch of
nice.
this.
So he gets his mount attacks then.
But yes, 1 inch attacks. Let's roll. I can strike with all of them. He's roared, so I'm going to give them all out attack. Each of them has 3 attacks with champion 1-4. That's 18, 19. I think this is approximately 19, 13. The risk I took was calculated, but man. Everything here, default is 4 up, but now it's 3 up. 2. Everything here on 3 up.
If only something happened on a 6.
Yeah. So you have 1, 2, 3. 9 saves with -2 rend.
All right. They're on a 4-up, so we're looking for 6s. Did you say -2 rend or -3?
-2.
All right, 6s. None.
2 damage each.
Okay, 18 damage. They're dead. But let's roll the rest of the attacks, fishing for those Iron Fist mortal wounds.
Okay. I now have 6 attacks. No, 5 attacks because one of the 1 inch is not working. I'm sorry, that's 10 attacks. Just to make sure, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of the internet. So Vicious Beak is 2 attacks.
You can send back mortal wounds if you have the clubs. Yep, that's what we're rolling this for. Because technically they all happen at once and so on and so forth.
Yes. 3 up. You have 8 saves with 1 rend.
3 mortal wounds, and then they're all dead.
I still have more attack profiles.
Oh, you do? Okay, well, keep them coming.
Yeah, very balanced
But
unit.
they are over here.
So I'm going to kill this guy. And I have 5 of them attacking with their mounts. I have 3 D3 attacks, so that's 5 D3. 12.
That's a very good
14.
roll.
Yeah, that's bad for me.
It's a good bad roll.
Yeah. So that's 14, 3 up.
This is wasting your great rolls. Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm. You have 8 saves with -2.
2 mortal wounds.
Okay, this guy is dead. And I have 1 wound above. And so the damage does not matter.
Yeah, the damage, they were long dead.
It's D3 mortal, D3 wounds, but it does not matter. Now you pick.
I will pick the Frost Sword on Stonehorn.
Mm-hmm.
And my agonizing slowly creep onto the red pile in. I got stuck on the corner there. Not on yet, but pretty close. And then just attack Kronspine with all the stuff. And I'm roared, so no CAs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got, 2 damage on him. 4s and 3s.
You pick 1, 3. You took 1 dice that was 3.
Oh, did I? I thought I took one
Yes.
that was 2, but alright. We can rewind the tapes. That's 4 Ren 2.
Mm-hmm. I am going to do... No. When you attacked, you said 4, 3, right?
Yeah, 4s and 3s.
Yeah, when you picked up the dice, you took also the one that was 3 up. That was 3, but never mind. So that's 4.
Oh, you mean on the hit roll? I thought you meant on the wound roll.
No, on the hit roll. You took 1 extra.
Oh, okay. In which case, 3.
Okay.
I thought you meant the other thing, and I added 1. All right.
Yeah. That's 3 with minus 2. That's on 6. I saved 1. That should be 6 damage, right?
Yep. And then Frost Spear is 3s and 3s.
Mm-hmm.
2 at round 1.
That's 2 and 5. Oh no, I forgot he has Mystic Shield. So this is 2 and 4. I saved 1.
Did you save any extra last time?
No, I had 1, 2, and 6.
Okay.
So it did not matter last time.
TTS has a thing where it saves the rolls and it like prints them out. So it's easy to go back and see. Much easier than in real life.
So I failed 1.
3 damage.
1, 2, 3.
D6 Stomping Hooves, which is 5 this time. These are 3s and 2s.
He got bored of so much yelling.
That is 2 at round 1.
So I revert to my default 4 up.
Easy.
I saved both.
And then some punches and kicks. These are 3s and 3s. 1 at rend 0.
So it's on 3 up.
Easy. All right.
Saved. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, and I'm going to pull Kragnos into combat with me.
I think that's probably the way to go. I mean, like it would be a shame if this happened, right? Like.
Yeah. That's why I got confused. Why did you pull pile in the red square? I thought that you're going to just block my way towards Kragnos.
I was being silly, and not in a good way.
Okay. And I'm going to risk it for the biscuit fully. I think that I'm within 2 inches. Yes, I'm going to divert all of my attacks into Kragnos.
All right, I'll be all out defensing him.
Okay. So that's 3 attacks on 3 up.
Oh, no,
2
being
attacks.
silly like making a mistake, not being silly like being funny.
Okay. Does -1 to wound work only if I'm attacking Frostlord
Yes,
and Stonehorn?
it's not an aura. It's only if you're fighting the Frostlord.
Okay.
Or targeting him, I
And
should say.
then on 2 up, you have 2 saves with -3.
All right, so really it's -2, puts me on a 4. Did you say 2 or 3 saves? 2.
2 saves. 2 saves.
2 4 up. Pass.
Okay. Saves everything. And these should be 8, right? Yes. On 3 up?
Nice.
No. On 3 up?
That's how to roll. Oh, wait, that's not how to roll.
4 saves with -2.
So I'm on 3s. Fail 1.
2 damage. 2 damage.
I'll take 2. And the rage has happened. He has taken damage.
But he first needs to pile in an attack.
Okay, that's it. I don't think he has... He might have 1 inch, but I think everything is... Tuskbreaker and the hooves are both 1 inch. All right.
Yeah, because people usually die from the...
From the charge,
hammer,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. And he has been charted. And so we're on 5 Hooves of Raccoon Ruin. And we're up to 4s for the Bellow of Rage. We'll do the Dad Mace, 3s and 2s. Okay, 4.
Saves.
4 at Ren 3.
With Ren 3, that's a 6 for me. Because of the Mystic
nice.
Shield. Ooh, it's lived 2.
All right.
I failed. Nice.
So that's 8 total.
That's 17.
And then 3 at 3s and 2s. 2 at Ren 2.
Oh, that's 5 up. Yeah, he is automatically going to lose a level.
2 4. It doesn't really matter after that, right? Like counting higher. Yeah. So he's just gonna like lose a level.
Roll for save. I can roll for save. So 2 saves with Rend 2, right? Or
1? Rend 2 on these, yeah. But you already did that.
Yeah, I failed both.
2 and then 4 total.
Okay. Let me roll 2 more. I failed those first 2, and then these 2. Failed them as well. But yeah, okay.
And then
he lost a level.
All right, and then 3 at -1. Although it doesn't matter.
Well, let's do it for the video. 3 at -1.
Sure, we can do this in a different order. Oh, just pass him easy. All right.
Yeah. He saved 1.
Okay. End of combat. I got some mauling to do. I'm going to target, as always, my own guy first. Now it's a 4 up. Get it for D3, which is 3.
Nice.
This is how the Frostlord dies. He'll take 2. And then for your guy...
He already lost a level, so...
Doesn't get it.
Yeah. Okay, I have 1, 2 more. I have Desecrate Their Lands, so that's 5 points.
The big 5.
Your turn.
So right now the Crown Spine is at level 1.
Yes.
So if I do 1,000,000 damage to him, he actually dies?
Unless I kill a monster. Because
Unless you kill a monster.
Kill a monster,
okay.
I immediately get a level.
Yeah. Does it count as a unit dying or not? Because it's like a endless spell.
No, because you do not actually kill him when you deal damage. He dies at the end of the battle shot phase from damage received.
So if I want to choose overwhelming bigness or gaining weight, what's the thing called? Gaining weight? Hold
Gaining
on, I'm
momentum.
clicking on this. Gaining momentum,
Gaining.
that's it. Gaining weight, it's kind of... So if I
I
choose
like
that
it. And
and I
then,
kill Kronspine, doesn't count because he's dying from like
yeah.
game effects. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to actually kill your enlightened
Mm-hmm.
if I wish to do that. Or I suppose I could kill those cores. This is
You
for
can attempt this.
display purposes only. This is not a movement. Okay, so I actually could
Mm-hmm.
get there. It could happen. They can retreat though. I do have to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And we're pretty even on points. You failed one battle tactic, so I can fail one this turn and it's okay. Is that how that works? Yeah. I will choose thinking. Yeah, I'll choose gaining momentum. And I must select a unit for this, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
the Zangor.
Okay.
And we'll see if these swingy ass, uh, not consistent Beast Rider can do it. They have a 4-up save, right?
Yes.
Okay. This goes away. A bunch of stuff goes away. Mystic Shield falls off.
But mine doesn't.
Yours stays on because it's a Mystic Shield.
Yeah.
Okay. Battle Tactic Chosen. You are in combat with a Beast Claw model, and so I have an Everwinter, but let's do our heroic actions first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I get a command point.
I do not get it. My general is dead.
I finest houred both guys already, I'm pretty sure. I did it to Kragnos, and I did it... Oh yeah, I wasted it on the Frostlord, maybe? I think.
Yes, in the first turn. Or
So
was it?
I'm going to get
Can't
a...
remember. Yeah, you used it. You used it in the second turn.
Yeah, I think I did. So I'm just going to try to get a command point here. And I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it on Kragnos.
Okay. I am going to take attempt to heal my Great Bear Shaman. Let's go, Shammy. Let's go. Easy money.
Mm-hmm.
3,
Full life.
2, which is enough.
Oh, it
Holding
does
the
go down
line.
to 0. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Everwinter roll for your incarnate. I have to roll equal
Okay.
to or under the number of the current battle round, which is 3.
Okay.
I don't, so nothing happens.
And
And
what does it do?
D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. Nice.
If I would have succeeded. Most people forget about it because it's a forgettable rule. I'm at -1 to cast, right? Because I'm close to this
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Well, as long as it's not Snake Eyes, right? It's the opposite of Snake Eyes. Okay. I got an 11 for Mystic Shield.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to attempt to unbind this. I'm still +1 to cast.
Are you +1 to unbind as well? Oh, well, okay. Convincing magic, heavy magic. Okay, the magic is too heavy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not certain. Does it give +1 to unbind? But still, on natural 6, on 2 double 6, I would give you.
Yeah.
I will unbind you.
Okay. Should be all for my hero phase. Time to move. You are just going to get... I think you might just be able to get your redeploy, but I don't want you to.
Take a good hard look on the number of command points I have.
Oh. You know, that's good advice. We can make a little teaching moment here.
Yes.
Be aware of how many command points your opponent has, in my head, the last few games I've played were SOB and then I think two or three different OBRs. And when you play OBR a few times in a row, in your head, your opponent simply has infinite command points. But that's not true.
You should still count. You should still count.
Yeah, because it does matter. They use them.
Yes.
You know, they get infinite ones, but they use a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever outside 3 is there.
Just give me a second. That should be fine.
Oh, I was pretty close, but not quite.
A little bit less, yes.
There. It was pretty good for eyeballing it. I could play Warhammer Fantasy. I could not. Okay, that's all the movement there. Am I retreating with both of these because it's the bottom of the battle round, and if I Savage win Prio, then they're free and they can charge anything? Oh, no, I don't even have to make that choice because you can't retreat. Okay, perfect.
Yes, exactly.
That's why you know what? People call Kronspine a little tar pit. They're not wrong. Mm-hmm. He is.
He is, yes.
Okay, time to shoot. I release some vultures.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these...
Brave Shaman stands ready.
Yeah, I think I target the... I think I want the Kronspine to go away, actually. Mm-hmm. It's not the Shaman. I'm going to target the Kronspine with both of the birds.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll take 2.
2 mortal wounds.
And then... This is 20, so that we're fine there. This guy is shooting the Enlightened with his tube launcher and misses, and then this guy is shooting Kronspine and misses. Mm-hmm. All right, shooting phase done. The most fun phase. First, I'm gonna charge with this guy. He's 3D6? On that. He's on that 3D6 gaming.
Mm-hmm.
With a 12. Nice. So he is in.
Easy money.
I guess he could be more in if I wanted him to be. I have 12 worth of movement.
Mm-hmm.
There. And then 12 dice. 6s are mortal wounds.
Only on 6?
I'm sorry, 4 ups are mortal wounds.
Like, what happened to the book between last an hour and now? So that's 7 mortal wounds. 2 guys are dead. That's
6s are mortal wounds. I don't think I would even be playing this army if that was the case.
Yeah.
And then this guy's coming in on the natty 2d6.
Mm-hmm. Always
for Snake Eyes. And we're going to issue a command board wide with the Frost Lord to reroll that.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have been a taste of my own medicine the way your early charge rolls went, so I would have deserved it. But I'll get a 10 there. And because I can't fly over terrain, there's no overwhelming charge to get to those guys, sadly. So we'll do this.
Sadly.
What's this one? Oh, that was from your guy. Roll 10 dice. 4 ups. Is 4.
He's dead.
And end of the charge phase, there's an actual 1 million. I could have chosen a better battle tactic, I think. The one where you have to do 4 monster actions. I could have chosen that one, I think, in future. So the first one is going to be overwhelming charge. The first one's going to be overwhelming charge from this guy.
Okay.
For something, and he's just going to go over and then land. For 2 up D3, which is 2. And then the other guy is going to stomp.
Can he stop the mounted models?
That's a good question.
Because they
Let me
are
look it up.
mountains. Yeah.
It requires that they not be a monster. But
Okay, then
it
you can.
says nothing
Yeah.
about a mount. But that was
Okay, cool.
it caused me to question my life choices. 2 up, D3.
Because nobody plays anything mounted.
Yeah, for the most
non-monster,
part, yeah. 1 mortal wound.
except of course STD.
True.
This guy below has 3 wounds.
And then
Okay.
over here, one guy is gonna roar, which is, I'm thinking Frostwood on Stonehorn's gonna roar. And he will fail. And Kragnos is going to Monstrous Titanic duel.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to roar Kragnos.
Sure. You
Okay,
do.
he's roared. Okay. Okay, you pick.
Your Zangor don't have any sort of like flee ability like the Ungor do, right?
No.
All right. In which case, I think I'm gonna have Frostwood on Stonehorn attack Kronspine.
Okay.
And I'll give him a +1 to hit. So these are 3s and 3s. 4, add Ren 2.
He has +1 to save. And so that 5 up, I failed 3.
3, 6, 9 total.
Goes to 11.
And then Frost Spear attacks, which are now 2s and 3s. Which is 3, a Rend 1.
3 of Rend 1. That's on 4 up.
Easy. And then D6 Hoofs, which is 1. 2s and 2s.
Take that
Miss.
Wow, 1 to 1.
And then Punches and Kicks, which are 2s and 3s now. Which is 1, and no Rend.
3 up.
Easy.
Save.
The tank. Now here's an interesting rule interaction. Frostlord has issued this phase. He cannot issue again. So even though he has the thing, so maybe I could do something over here, I can't.
But Kragnos can give him... Oh no, Kragnos is roared.
Kragnos is roared, so he can't 18 totem get that guy.
Yeah.
So we're going in raw with these two.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about whether should I activate 2 Disco Goats or Incarnate, because if Incarnate kills Kragnos,
gains a
there
level.
is a good chance that I will not lose a level. There is a chance. But if Kragnos hits me, then I simply do have to kill him. So I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, and even though Incarnate did only 2 wounds to Kragnos in the last turn, I'm going to attack with him.
I can always roll bad.
Yeah. For the lulz. Okay. Hurrah. Being in the face of the Kragnos. So that's 2 attacks. On 3 up, 2 up. Okay. 2 up. -3 save.
Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snake Eyes. 4, 8, right?
Yes. 8 wounds.
It's happening. Any 6s in the chat? 3 6s.
Oh, nice.
Which means he has 3 life left.
Yes. Nice.
Very, very killable. It all comes down to this. Will
these 7 attacks kill him? 3 up. 3 up. Okay. So 4 saves with -2.
I have to flip 4 coins, and all 4 have to be heads, or not all 4.
Well, you kind of need to fail 2.
I failed 2.
And that's 4 wounds.
So now I need 2 6s.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Kragno's dead. Level up.
Level up.
Oh, here you go. I'll put this over on your side there. And get rid of that aura.
Mm-hmm. And now you pick one of these guys to fight.
Pure Speedwagon. Thanks for the big primer. I appreciate it. For 3 months. Thanks for finding my stuff and liking my stuff. Oh, and your comment is big. That's a good comment. You wonder if Mystic Shield on Kragnos would save him? I mean, statistically, maybe, but even so.
Just so you know, Kragnos' ability says you may ignore the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So he can freely accept the buff.
Yeah, it's not like the that old Stormcast chamber that had to roll every time. Boy, was that awkward. I'm going to pile in with this Beast Rider here.
Yes.
And do the attacks. These are 4s and 3s. 3 or Ren 2?
That should 3 at Rend 2. That should be 6. Oh, failed 2.
4 8.
They are dead.
And then let me do a measurement here. 13.8, more than 13 for sure. Yeah, okay. So if I wanted to pile in, I would have to pile in towards them. I don't feel the need to do that. I think we're good.
You can pick that.
Okay. Wait, were they within 6 of the Mahad? Did it happen? I don't think they were. Yeah, I think they were like 6.3. That was calculated. Mahad does not refill.
Yeah.
Okay, I control this one and the red one. But not this one.
And may I ask why?
Because Kragnos is dead.
And how do I contest that objective?
Oh, true. You're not wholly within.
Exactly.
So, do I still have it? I guess.
Yes,
so
you still have it. I did not take it from you.
So, from a technicality standpoint, I did score gaining momentum. And 1-2 more.
Not technicality.
Well, technically correct is the best kind of correct, right? So
exactly.
All right, and now we have a massive priority roll.
Okay.
Just like every priority roll.
Time to roll.
Fail.
Nice. Oh, before. Okay, so sorry, my bad. I should have rolled for the incarnate before this.
Oh yeah, I put 11 on it.
Yeah. Before I roll, I'm going to say that I'm going to play first, regardless of what happens with the incarnate. Okay?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because I don't want to abuse the fact that we
new information has come to light. Yeah.
So I need 12 on this. No, he lost a level. He's still on level 1.
But he's not dead.
He's not dead, yes. Maybe he will kill a Frost World on Stonehorn. Maybe. Okay, so dare I take gaining momentum? Dare I take? Yeah, I will take gaining momentum. I will pick Frost Lord on Stonehorn for gaining momentum. I lost my Mystic Shield here. You did not lose it.
I keep mine.
You did not lose it. I will, my heroic action, my shaman is healed. I don't know what to do for heroic action. I got 1 command point, you got 3. I will roll, hopefully 2 up for additional command point.
Easy.
Yes, he got heroic action.
And I probably will as well. Nope.
Well, at least yours is on 4 up.
Technically, it's on a 2 up because my general died.
I think that it works only if you for chosen general or a general.
There is picked to be general language, but it's not on that.
Mhm.
It's not on that heroic
Okay.
ability.
Good to know. Good to know. So essentially, that was my heroic action. That was your heroic action. I picked the tactic, gaining momentum. I am going to go to spells. My Grey Shaman, hero of the Horde, is going to attempt to cast a Mystic Shield.
Nice. 11.
That is 11.
Well, let's try.
You just need to invoke
Oh,
those
actually,
2 6.
I can't. If I roll 12, it's -1. So I think. Well, either way, I fail.
Yeah, but it's irrelevant. So I'm going to give +1 to save to Incarnate. Where did I toss it? Never mind. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. Clever use of game mechanics.
Copy paste.
I am going to now use D6 mortal wounds on Frostlord and Stonehorn. I am first going to take D3 mortal wounds on Shaman. That's 2.
I like the Shaman. This guy's fun.
Yeah. And then D6 mortal wounds on Stonehorn.
Oh no. All right.
One.
Of course.
Come on, save it. Save it for the video.
Naturally. Steel skeleton made out of Wolverinium.
Yes. Okay. Let's then go to the movement phase. I'm going to move this guy a little bit in here. No, wait.
Yeah, auto capture.
Yes. I'm going to move these guys 7-inch here to take this objective as well. And then you know what? I'm going to stay with these guys in here. Now just to be there.
Just in case.
Just in case, you know. So I got this.
Just in case anyone remembered what my grand strategy was, right?
Exactly. And I'm going to. This is 4th turn, right?
Yeah, top of the 4.
So my is gaining momentum, and I'm going to teleport these guys. Actually, you know. Can you measure 9-inch from the edge, please? I believe that this is. Yeah, no, but.
Oh wait, but I have to go straight back actually. So.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
And I am on what for this? So they have +2 to charge. That's 10. I need 10 to charge. Easy. This is my objective now. These are here. I have taken this objective, and obviously I have taken this objective. Then I'm going to attempt to charge. Right. Ungors are going to attempt to charge. I need 10, as we have discussed. That's not 10, and I'm not going to spend my command point for this. One and only. At the end of my charge phase,
you do have a heroic leadership, but
yeah, still. Actually, yes. Thank you very much for reminding me. I'm going to spend heroic leadership.
It's free. It's free real estate.
Yeah. Free real estate for reroll charge for those brave Ungors. Nah, 6.
Right.
That's okay. And I'm going to attempt to roar your Frostlord on Stonehorn. No.
Yep.
I roared.
He is roar. And we're just trading. Trading screams. Ooh, fail.
Nice. Cool. Excellent.
This is the turn that you wanted to fail.
Yeah. Okay, in combat, I'm going to pick my only unit to fight. I'm going to pile in Incarnate 3-inch. Could you please be kind to check whether I'm... Okay, so this is more than 3.
Whether you're what?
I want to be in outside of your... So is this? Okay, yeah.
Outside of what?
This is the... I wanted to be outside of your base, not to fall on your base.
Oh, outside of the red area, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you are inside of it, as I see it.
Yeah. Hey, can we make pause for a second?
Sure.
Because like a huge bug just flown into
Oh
my...
no, all bugs must be burned. Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much for your understanding. I'll be right back.
Can we pause to slay a beast in real life? Yes. All right, while he's gone, chat, I've detected a few huge mistakes. And the first one was, I don't know why I didn't pile in an attack with Kragnos first that last turn. Obviously, his intent was killing him. So that was a large mistake. There was another, oh man, I should have been taking notes perhaps. I had another like mistake or two. One of them was putting Frostlord with the I'm like talking about this and I can hear bug slaying noises in the background. Other one was piling Frostlord into the red zone because I wanted to get gaining momentum next turn, but I should have really foreseen him being able to pile in and lock Kragnos in combat, which was huge. So I don't think the trade-off was worth it at all. And so as I'm looking at this game, those are the two largest, most impactful mistakes. And thinking back on them, they're really silly, right? But in the moment, you can make some mistakes. What is the big model next to the Frostlord? Your question was answered probably a long time ago. The Incarnate of Gur, yeah. Hot Steppa, yeah. I like this. I like Great Bray Shaman. This guy's fun. Constantly like killing himself and dealing damage and then healing himself just over and over and over. I don't know if this is just his list or BOC. It seems like, man, they really want command points in there and they don't get a lot of them. Although his general did die right away, so it's gonna, maybe it's because of this game in particular. When someone's general dies, they are a bit starved for CAs, I suppose. I also really like these guys, just being able to teleport wherever. It makes the capture-based battle tactics really nice. You weren't watching from the beginning? Did Crag Daddy use Best Day Ever at any point? Yes, he did. Yeah, he did use Best Day Ever on turn 3, I think, or Battle Round 3, maybe. Everybody's used Finest Hour so far. The temporary thing that I have is the reroll charge still. Haven't needed to use that one yet. So I think I played like all right with Kragnos. But not really. Because my deployment that made it tempting, I think it was too tempting. And had those Bulgors succeeded at their charge, I think I do just lose right away because of that. Normally I'm not so cavalier with Kragnos, and I like keep him back. And only get him into combat later. But it's not like my list has any chaff anyway, I suppose. I mean, he had the passive 5-up charge. And this game looks so much different from the very start of the whole thing. If Kragnos is dead turn 1, which he probably should have been, that it's hard to talk about other things that happened during the game. But still, a mistake is a mistake, right? He is battling. He is fucking battling that bug. This is good. I wonder if I have a meme. Do I have an appropriate meme? A bug slaying? No, I just have machines. I got machines, I got news. Alright, guess what? Alright, top story tonight. Serbian world team captain found dead in apartment after 2-day battle with massive insect. The 9-foot wasps are coming, and there's nothing you can do to keep yourself safe. Anyway, sports top of the hour. Tomorrow's looking sunny. And Tyranids are invading Age of Sigmar, yeah. It's finally the silent people. People have been wanting that bug people destruction army for so long. Their collective will of hopium for wanting it has caused it to come into existence in the real world. You picture Gandalf and the Balrog, that's really what it is, yeah. The Balrog has like bug wings, we'll say. Damn, Incarnate's so good. This is like just a wonderful tar pit unit. It's kind of like a Marathi in a sense. Well, it's like half of Marathi. And that you can just toss it in and it'll just like sit there and pin stuff. I really like it. He does everything. I mean, he does good damage. He's got more synergy than my whole army. And he makes a good tar pit. And he's hard to kill. Specifically against me, he's even harder to kill because he can devour a monster to gain a level. He's got +1 to cast, -1 to cast, like Rogue Idol. Yeah, he seems really good. I'm liking him. I understand why the average player might dislike playing against it, but I think this guy is awesome.
Okay, hi everybody. Can you hear me?
Do you come back victorious?
Yes. This was the largest hornet I have seen in my life. Like it came straight from Chernobyl. I don't know if you have heard the struggles.
I have.
Yeah.
It is mutated, 9 feet tall. Albino hornet. Flickering like an old arcade game boss who's about to die. Multicolored, effulgent.
Yeah. Okay,
but he
so
was defeated.
Where were we? I did 1 mortal wound, which you saved. And
yes,
that's it, right? I casted the Mystic Shield on. Oh, wait, maybe I was lying.
You cast Mystic Shield on a million?
Yeah, he was within 12. Okay, yes. My bad. Because I never checked actually whether Conspine is within 12 of my hero, but he was. He was in his R.
Yeah, Germ Minis. I think that is true. It's the no retreat that's the cherry on top that solidifies it as an actual tar pit instead of a tar pit for players who only ever think about attacking, I guess. That's the real. I like Kronspine a lot.
I moved everything around and I failed my charge with Ungor Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay. So in my combat, I'm going to give +1 to. I'm going to pile in a little less to be wholly within 12.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing me to return this.
I mean, you earned it. You defeated one of the invading hornets, right? So the world's a better place.
Yeah, I hope.
I hope.
The shit was huge. Yeah, okay, now I'm wholly within. I'm going to give a lot attack mode to my Kronspine Incarnate of Jir.
You may, and I have no recourse, because I'm roared.
Yes, exactly. Finally. Let's see if we can get another level. So that's on 2 up.
You are at -1 to be to wound rolls though.
That's on 3 up.
Easy.
Nice. Nice. -3.
Alright, I have Mystic Shield, so 5.
On 5. 2 of them on 5.
No.
8 wounds.
Any Stone Skeleton champions? Well, I got 2. I'll take 6. So I'm at 10 out of 17. The Pollyann, first time chatter. How's TTS AOS? It's great. I don't think it's better than the real thing, but it's great for testing, you know, during COVID
Actually,
and
this
stuff.
is 4 up. Because of your -1 to wound. This is 4 up.
Okay.
You
so
have 3 saves with -2.
3 saves -2, putting me on a 4.
Yes.
Take 1.
2 wounds.
Take 2. I'm at 12.
Okay.
All right. And I'll be attacking.
Mm-hmm.
I have 12 on me, which means I'm down to the lowest profile, so 3 horn attacks, and the hooves wound on 4s.
Okay.
So we got 3 horns on 4s and 3s, which is 1, a rend 2.
I save it on 5. Failed.
3 damage. Frost Spear on 3s and 3s. 4 at rend 1.
On 4 up. I failed 2.
6 total. And then D6 hooves, which are 1 on 3s and 4s. 1 around 1.
On 4 up.
Easy.
Saved.
And then some punches and kicks. 3s and 3s. 1, no rend.
3 up.
Easy.
Saved. Let's see if I failed my tactics, but I have 1, 2 more. Sorry. Need to zoom in. And I failed my tactics, and let's see whether Incarnate lives or not. I need to roll 10 on 3d6. And I rolled 9. He died.
Oh no. It really was a coin flip though on a 10, I suppose.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, I lose this. I lose this. And my battle tactic, we're going to the books. We're going into the books on this one. So the book tactic I'm going to use is all ogre models must be outside of combat at the end of the turn.
Okay, nice. I like that wording.
Which is called, it's called something. I have 2 ogre ones that sound exactly the same, and one of them means everybody's in combat, and one means everybody's out of combat. Eat your fill, I believe, is everyone in combat. Savor the taste is out, so I'll choose savor the taste. And then heroic action will be healing on the Frost Lord.
What's his leadership? Oh, I'm sorry, bravery?
It's like a 9.
Nice.
I'll tell you what it actually is, though, because what it's like and what it is sometimes different. Yeah, it is 9. So we got that. I'll heal D3, and it is 2. and then I'll try to cast a spell. Oh wait, you have a heroic to do.
I am going to attempt to get heroic leadership on Grey Shaman. 3. I got heroic leadership.
Mm-hmm. Snake Eyes, all right.
Oh, nice.
For the spell cast, so I'll take a D3 mortal wounds, which is 3. I should have just not tried, right? Any stone skeleton? Hey, I'll take 1. Okay, big stone skeleton
Easy.
rolls.
Big stone skeleton, right?
And then this is the bottom of the battle round, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I do this. That guy goes there. This Beast Rider will run, and I'll just run him 6 because of ability.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go 20. Oh, he's tipping. Okay, there we go. And the Frost Lord is going to... What's my distance? 10? So I need a 9? No, I think we'll... I think this is fine. I'm going to go outside a 9. If I can kill your hero, cool. Otherwise, can you give me a 9?
Yes, of course.
From that guy. Oh, you have 0 command points, but you do have the special.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 9.1.
Yes.
And I could move there because now I'm on 11 wounds suffered, which is an 8-inch move. Did anyone see how much I moved right there? Was that 8?
Yes, that was within 8.
Okay.
Like
right.
your behind of your model was here.
Okay, so we're good.
You pivoted minimally, so yeah, we're good.
I have 2 birds, and the birds will be put onto Great Bray Shaman.
Truly the great Bray Shaman.
I mean, he's been great, I would say. 2 mortal wounds.
4 wounds.
This guy's gonna shoot his bazooka. Oh, and hit. Hold on. Wounding on 3s. Nope. Okay. That's all for the shooting phase. Now let's go for a big charge if possible.
Okay.
On the Frost Lord. He has +1 to charge innate. 7 won't do it. Let's just try to re-roll it. And less than 7 won't do it. Alright, no charges for him. And that's it. Hey, nobody's in combat. Success. Big success. This one down here is tied. But I control these 2. So scored 1-2, but not more.
Okay.
And a big prio.
Let's roll it in the middle.
Two.
I'm going to pick the play first, obviously, to try to grab. Can you please remind me what's your grand strategy?
It's the one where I have to have more guys in your territory than you do, which I will not.
You could possibly have 2 models or units?
Units.
You could possibly have 2 units in my territory?
At the exact end of the game, yeah.
Yeah, I know. You could possibly have 2.
Yeah. If I made a different choice last turn, maybe.
Yeah. So Shaman is within 3.1, so he cannot transfer wounds. My heroic action will be to heal Shaman. Just hoping to get that 7. No. Unfortunately, now he is too afraid.
I'm gonna probably try to heal as well.
I haven't selected my tactics.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
But you can roll, whatever, yeah?
I'm just used
Yeah.
to doing it after the heroic.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you choose, I'm gonna be healing, so hey. I heal for 1.
Okay, so I'm going to... My tactics is reduced to savagery, and I have to pick one enemy unit on the battlefield, and I complete this tactic if that unit is picked as a target of a heroic action from the ritual of unit and is destroyed during this turn.
Oh, okay.
So essentially I will pick your unit as a target and then I will die. But if I manage to kill a Frostlord and Stonehorn with these Ungor Raiders, which is
Right,
let's set
and
up the
even if it
build point.
doesn't do damage, it has been picked. So
Yes,
this works, yeah.
picked as
That's fun.
yes. So, but should I kill my shaman like this? I can Arcane Bolt you.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
Kragnos. He doesn't have Spell Shield.
yeah. I should. I could Arcane. First, I will attempt to Arcane Bolt you. Just baiting that snake eyes. Just baiting. That's 8.
Imagine the snake eyes. All right, I'll try to unbind.
Yeah.
Tie.
Do you have
Lose.
+1?
No. I only have
Okay.
+1 if I'm 1 inch from the Maw Pot, which is really well
Should
thought
I be
out, great terrain feature tactics for this army.
should I be greedy and charge you for D3 mortals? You know, just... Sorry, I selected my tactic. And the name of this tactic is reduced to savagery. Because he's going to die, I'm going to deal 1 mortal wounds to you.
Okay. Reduced to savagery. These names are great.
Yes. Okay. 1 mortal wound to you from my Arcane Bolt.
I'll take 1.
Okay. Then he's going to suicide. D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, and he sure does. But technically
Did,
was picked.
yeah. The best kind of correct.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. So if I kill him, I control these 2 objectives.
Yeah.
And if I teleport with these guys in here... So what's the move on this Stonehorn down there?
At full life, they're at 14 out of combat.
20. So out of 6, that's 20. But
Can't do it.
since you need 2 Weir and Steer, you cannot do it, yes. So he cannot enter my territory, he can enter my territory. And if I deny you, if I kill him, then essentially I will deny you your brand strategy. Okay. I will move these guys. I think that they have 7-inch move. Yes, 7-inch move.
I'm scooting. I think we scoot.
Yeah, run away from Ungors.
4. Actual fleeing from Ungors. Is it worth it for me to go into this red, which I could? I don't think it is because it's just a tie. And you controlled it
Yeah.
last time, so it would serve no real purpose. I know I say always be charging, and it looks like I'm moving away from the enemy, but I just want chat to know I'm actually moving closer to these enemies in the corner, in the other corner. It's technically an advance, all right?
So I'm going to, at the end of the moving phase, I'm going to teleport these guys, Can you please measure 9 from the edge? Was that more than 9?
Yeah. Just
My
0.5.
bad.
I was at an angle, so it does the goofy thing when you're at an angle.
My bad, sorry. I do need to return. Yeah, but I still need to be more than 9 from you.
Yeah, so I think we're...
Is this? Yeah, I need to return them 0.3. Okay, so they need 7 for their charge, and they have plus 1. They need 9 for their charge. So they need 7. They need 9. Let's see. Without a reroll of any sorts. Charge phase. I am first going to attempt a roll with these guys that need. Okay, actually, I'm sorry. I'm still not in a charge phase. I am going to move these guys. I'm going to run with them.
Okay.
1 plus 1, that's 9.
Yeah, I feel like you had to move these guys to cause me not to cause me to suffer from my mistake more, because like the only way to get in over there would be to charge them with this guy.
Yes. Okay, let's attempt to charge with Ungor. With they have double paired weapons, whatever the. That's actually 8 plus 2. That's 10. I have charged with these guys. I will move them one by one, for the sake of.
They're in.
Hopefully, they are going to kill the big one. They are 25 millimeters, so I can just put them here like this. Oh, no. Okay.
Ren 2 Ungors? They are Ren 2 Ungors, yes. Mm-hmm. This is... Like, they're Ungors, right? But this is danger. These are danger gores.
This is Hail Mary attempt. Let's see whether these guys are going to get natural 9.
Yes.
Easy. That's 11.
Just roll
Easy.
5s.
That's 11. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Herdstone is still the best terrain feature. You'll love to see it, says Scott as a dog. I would have to think about that for a second. About every terrain feature in the whole game, really. But also, yes. You don't have to do anything, right? It's got a good effect. It's table wide. It gets a little better. You don't have to stand within 1 inch of it, right? It always helps you no matter what you're playing. Some of them are like, it helps your priests or it helps your something. I like it. It's set it and forget it. True, tiny footprint, so you don't, it's not like getting in your way in your deployment zone. Bad Moon Shrine is also nice. True, Bad Moon Loon Shrine recently got a slight upgrade. But most of it is a residual upgrade from everything else getting better.
Do you have a monster action?
Oh, we're done with the charges? Alright, I do. So, roaring one of them means you attack with the other one. unless you have like thinking. There's no Lumineth school here, right? We're actually doing alternating activations.
No, no, no. Nothing like this. They haven't went to student. What did you do?
Roar.
Okay. Good choice. I'm going to activate the non-roared ones first, and
Yeah.
I'm going to spend my last command point to give them. They have a champion, so the champion is going to give them all-out attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to arrange them a little bit better so that they can all attack.
Yeah. I think I all-out defense, I suppose.
You should.
Tomato Bud. Thanks for the follow.
They are all within the range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're on 25, so they're super in.
So that's 20 attacks that hit on their default stat rate is 2 attacks, 2 up, 4 up, 4 up, 0, 1. But now it's 3 up, 4 up, -2, 1.
2-1, yeah. First time chatter. Hi, I'm brand new to Warhammer, but I'm a big fan of the video games. A friend of mine is teaching me this weekend how to play. Nice. As a teaching game, should be fun.
Welcome.
Yeah. You know, I like
You're
the game.
right.
So, please enjoy. Anyone know Unger or Bravery? I don't. It's probably low.
Yeah,
5.
it's very low. Oh, that's 21. +1 for champion, exactly.
That's a lot of attacks.
Yeah, but on 3 up, 4 up.
Oh, because of
3 up?
the Rockmane Elder, yeah. Or are they on 3 up, 4 up normally?
No, they are 4 up, 4 up, but I got them all out attack.
Okay. I do have -1 to be wounded.
That's on 5 up then. 5 saves, -2 rend.
-2 + 1 is, I'm looking for 4s. Ooh, fail 3.
3 wounds. 3 wounds.
Take 3.
Yeah.
Only 3 more left.
I doubt that I can kill you, but let's see.
It could happen. I'm gonna attack the ones that haven't attacked yet.
Yeah.
So I'm giga wounded. We only have 3 horn attacks. So that's on 4s and 3s. Only 1, Rend 2. 3 damage.
I don't have. So that's 1. I'm going to keep them here for the purposes of bravery.
Yeah.
We know these guys are dead.
Alright. Frost Spear 3s and 3s. 1, Rend 1.
Oh, I actually have a save there.
Yeah.
It's on 6. No.
3 damage. And D6 hooves, which is 4. These are on 3s and 4s. 2 or Rend 1.
That's 2 on 6. Failed both.
D3s. 4 total.
You killed them all.
Oh, they're all dead?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah,
Wound.
I tried to roll bad enough not to kill them, but it happened anyway.
Oh, sorry, these are yours.
Oh, do I have anything to give you over here? I don't think I do.
Essentially, I have 1 objective and I failed my battle tactics. I failed my tactics, so I have only 1. Your turn.
and so I don't have to do anything, and I have 18 points.
Mm-hmm.
Man, despite I feel bad about that round 4 because I really didn't play that round well. I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably thinking if I win priority, this sets me up for blah blah blah, but I didn't need to do that. Everybody should have been just running towards red square and herdstone, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Other mistakes that I saw that I made uh, when I was piling Frostlord away to allow you to
Mm-hmm.
get to Kragnos, in my head I'm like, in 2 battle rounds, he'll be here, and then I can gaining momentum.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why I didn't, because I always, when I'm playing, I try to do this to people. But then, yeah, you just pull Kragnos into combat, and he can't retreat from the thing. So that was
Yeah.
not a good trade. And there was one other huge mistake that I made that I didn't write down, and I forgot about it. Um, your biggest mistake was rolling bad. You should choose to roll better in the future, because the initial almost guaranteed charge, the entire game is so different at that point, right? Um, we joked at the very beginning about right after deployment, and then you say I lose. I think that's actually true in the majority of outcomes.
Yeah.
Like my deployment was poor, and I'm like, I'm gonna tempt him with this, but it was so good of a temptation that it was correct for you to do it, and it was like horrible if you did.
Do you want us to roll to see whether Bulgars would kill Incarnate?
Yeah, I'm actually interested.
Kragnos.
I'm interested in the data on it at least.
Yeah. Do you want us to roll just
Yeah,
for the
sure.
sake of the fluff? So Kragnos had received 6 wounds to this point, or 4.
I believe it was 6.
4 or 6. 6. Okay. Yeah. So on charge, I do. Let's say that I roll high enough.
Oh,
Well, it
it
doesn't
was
matter
6, but then I
what.
chose healing instead that turn. No, I chose
And you heal.
heroic thing instead that turn,
Okay.
as I recall.
Yeah. So on charge, on 2 up, I deal 6 mortal wounds. I reroll once.
It's 6.
So that's 6 mortal wounds.
Take 6, so we're at
So that's
12.
6 wounds left to Kragnos. And let's say that only 4 Bulgars can attack him with his horns, with their horns.
Mm-hmm.
He has strike last because of the Dumble charge.
Yeah.
Um,
My guess is
so
that they overkill him by about 8.
let's see. So 4 of them hit with horns, 6 are 2 mortals. So 2 mortals, and I hit on 4s.
Hold on. I'm getting a little counter out.
Mm-hmm.
2 mortals, of which I'll
And
roll
then
natty 6s on.
and excellent. And then you have 2 saves with 0 rend actually, and 2 up.
All right.
Saved. And then I would have all of my main attacks, which is 4 per Bulgor, and because they have paired cleaving axes, and I would have given them a lot attack, but
Yeah,
he
for
would
sure.
probably roar me.
He would try to roar, and he would fail. I mean, he would succeed.
He would succeed, so
On a
no
3.
lot attack. Yeah.
Did you
so
have
this
the?
is
Were you gonna have the guy close to me so that I couldn't use command abilities, or no? Or is that a different guy?
3, 4, 5, 6, and then just 1. So 25. 25
Big
on
damn.
4 up. 6s are 2 mortals.
4
You
mortals.
have 4.
I'll take 3.
And how many wounds do you have left?
3.
3, and then you have 5 saves with -1, which you allow defense.
Yeah.
So
is this 2 ups?
5 of them.
Okay,
All
but if
saves?
I fail 1, how much damage is it?
2 damage.
Okay.
But I still have my hero to hit you.
Yeah, and I think the hero can And this is actually kind of
Right.
close now that I'm seeing it. I
Mm-hmm.
thought he was very dead.
Um,
Nice. All right. All right.
Four mortal.
It takes 3 and dies. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they
All right.
would
So
have
on
killed him.
average, he is dead. And in which case, it's not a temptation. It's like, will I trade
Mm-hmm.
him for counter charges on all that?
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe.
I still think that would be a beneficial trade for me.
Yeah. Because then you still have the counter with these guys. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think the deployment was poor.
But this happens when you play first time against Beast of Chaos
Yeah, there was just a lot to
players.
consider and remember, which is why the game took
Mhm.
so long.
Yeah.
I like Beast of Chaos now. Um, the Herdstone is sweet. I like Kronspine specifically. What a good tar pit that you can't retreat from. It's hard to kill
Yeah.
him. In my list specifically, he's much more capable of like gaining levels by eating monsters, but then again,
Hmm.
other armies have endless spells he could possibly eat to gain, and you just kind of target priorities, set him at stuff, right?
Like maybe this is my luck speaking, but I still haven't lost a game against Sinch or Luminate Ram Lord because like they like. So what if their Sentinels have 5-up mortals? They cannot shoot anything. Okay, they can shoot Incarnate. They can get him down to level, and then I just charge because Incarnate can charge endless spell,
Yeah, he can
and
charge
then I
endless
just
spells. That's hilarious.
yeah,
I like that.
and he has a monster action to eat them, and if I eat them with my monster action, I get a level.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like that. Why is everyone complaining about Crownspine? This guy's fun. He's a utility. Well, okay. People don't like it when you can't kill something. I understand. I get
and
it.
you cannot retreat, and
Yeah.
he debuffs your casters, and he's just very like he now costs 480, but when it came out, it cost its cost was 400 points, and that was just auto include in many armies, just 400 points of unkillable stuff.
Yeah. I feel like
Like this
at this point, isn't
seems.
this fair now? Because he's 480, and like
Mhm.
instead of everyone playing him, there's like 2 armies to play him, but they still play him.
Yeah,
He's not like shelved for everyone forever, which is not what you want when
no,
you're nerfing stuff.
he's not Glotkin, okay.
Glotkin.
The
I
shelf
have
king,
no
as I like to
idea
call
why he is even close to what he costs, but that's, I guess, another thing. Look, Glotkin is cool and everything. He's not god point level cool
it. No.
with his no bonuses to cast and 700 odd cost. I'll pay 700 for Kragnos because he makes the entire list work. I don't know that I would do that with the Glotkin for any reason.
And also, Kragnos kind of consistently delivers damage.
Yeah,
Like his mace with all out attack or Titanic duel, that's 2 up, minus 3/4.
yeah, and he doesn't, and that doesn't chart, which is something I'm not used to. All my other monsters, like they get weaker when the only thing that gets weaker when he takes damage is like his hoofs, which kind of suck anyway.
Yeah.
Well, they don't kind of suck. That's like ogre damage privilege, but respectively, versus the other thing. This is sweet. Beast of Chaos is so cool, and the off the board thing is so sick. It's
Mhm.
really like, it's really very appropriate for the lore because they're like zombies where they're coming in from all sides forever.
Yeah. And because this is the list I'm going to be playing on the Worlds. I have been playing with this list for like Beast of Chaos came in January, I believe, from January till now, and I played around probably 40 games with this list against every single army that exists.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not against Cave, and every time. Every single army I played against, they just castle, regardless of what they are, like slaves to darkness. They just castle around their deployment zone and then move as castle.
Oh, they just slide
And
up as a giant brick.
yes, and at one point, I got so sick of breaching the castle walls because my list kind of is good at that.
Hmm.
That I started dreaming about army that goes just like, yeah, I don't care about castling, charge me forever from whenever you want. I'm just going forward and taking all the objectives on the map. I'm still to meet such an army.
I
I
kind
mean,
of
you
did
came pretty
that.
close.
I kind of
Yeah, you
did that,
came kind of.
but I shouldn't have. But it worked out, but I still shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Have you played against, or is there anybody playing Kragnos Beast Claw monsters?
So I have a player in our team which I relentlessly hawked to play Kragnos with Ogre Mode tribes,
Hmm.
but he kind of did not want because he's a very, very careful player. Like
Oh, you can't do
he's
that. No, yeah.
he's quite the opposite because I had some pretty reckless moves here because I got greedy. I wanted to kill Kragnos and Stonehorn in the first turn,
Right.
which is kind of like very, very greedy move, and it backfired spectacularly. But I'm glad that at least this backfired on a YouTube video, or I'm sorry, on the stream, live stream. So it was at least entertaining for people. And but he is quite the opposite of that. Like he would, like in your case, I believe that Kragnos would be standing here.
Yeah, honestly, I have like two ways of deploying against stuff. Um, Either I pretend that Kragnos is Katakros.
Mhm.
He's not like a thing that runs off and does. He just sits here and he throws missiles out one a
Well,
turn.
he just sends them like
He
comets.
sends little missiles out or little F-15 fighter jets out, and then I send them at the stuff that does mortal wounds, and then he lumbers up when everything is just like has to deal with a 2-up armor, and then he just cleans up, battle round 3 or whatever. And then other times I put him out on his own, and then everything else. I'm like, okay, choose one thing to kill, and then I'll countercharge it, and we'll see how that goes. And I don't think it's like a very good strategy, but I do it sometimes. And when my opponent rolls crazy bad, like it works out for me, but I don't think I should do it anymore. But it's hard in a list with like kind of no chaff,
Mhm.
and the opponent can alpha you and outdrop you. And it's like, well, what do you do? Well, you chose to build this army, and that's a downside. You got to think about that. And so I guess that's what I'm thinking about.
Well, I know that I really enjoyed playing this game with you. In after Worlds, in case that you would like to play some more, I'm completely open. I will probably play something different, some different Beasts of Chaos list. So if you're
Oh
open,
yeah,
I'm.
sure. I I always like playing against new stuff and good players who are trying to win. And then we can laugh about rolling bad and, ooh, that was a mistake or whatever, but I'm trying to get better even as we try to keep it a little entertaining for the chat.
Well, I really hope that this game was entertaining first for you and then for all of the viewers. I
Yeah, I got
really, really
I
enjoyed
got two birds with one stone with this game. I got to play against new Beast of Chaos, which I hadn't, and I got to play against Kronspine, which everybody complained about for like 6 months. And I went to a tournament during that, and just so happened I never ended up playing against it. And so now I've gotten to play against Kronspine and new BOC, and I'm trying to play
it.
against everything because it's fun to play against new stuff and old stuff that's good. Is it finally time to invest in Noblars? Says Germany's. Uh, there's no room in the list for him. I don't want to drop a Stonehorn Beast Rider
As a fellow
due to the
Cragboss player, I
sacrificial.
support you.
Hmm?
As a fellow Cragboss player, I support you.
Yeah, list like this, where I'm often playing really sacrificial tempo-y. I just want as many things that can like do something. I don't know what a good name for that is, but there are units that are utility, and then there are units that are like for efficiency, and then there are units that can go places and really accomplish something. And I don't know that there's a good like shorthand word for that. maybe impactful units or something like that. But I want as many of those as possible since I'm not playing a lot of stuff. And very often late game, it ends up being I have like 2 things alive, and I want those 2 things to be able to do something.
And do you know what's another excellent thing about your list?
Everybody has a 5-up.
Well, no, that's not Kragnos, but the very practical thing for when you choose to go to all of those tournaments.
Oh, yeah. Travel is super easy. And the movement phases. Let's talk about moving 60 zombies one at a time during like pile-in or something. My movement phase, I get to spend an extra 5 minutes in my movement phase actually thinking about stuff. And then I'm like, okay, we're done. And then the fucking zombie player across from me who had to take all of the zombies off the movement tray because there's something here. I'm like, I'm going to get a hot dog. I'll be back. If you cheat, I guess I don't care. I'll be back.
Just ask the judge to stay there.
Drop a Beast Rider for 2 Tyrants. I did play the meme. Look, the meme only worked because Jupes wasn't prepared. He wasn't prepared for the meme. Now he knows. It'll never work again. The 4 Tyrant Kragnos list in Meat Fist.
I love that one.
It's the perfect list for like making a YouTube video out of, but I don't know that I would try to play it. But I'm probably going to play it again. Anyway, hey, good game. We shake in the middle. All right, GG. No re. Although, actually, we will have re matches because this is fun.
Yeah, I had also fun. There is one little tradition that I have with my friends when we play on TTS. Whoever loses gets the option to flip the table.
Oh, of course.
Do you agree with this tradition?
Let me zoom out a little bit.
Are you ready? Thanks to my loss, I now have what I wanted to do when I came here. Flip the table.
Calculated. Yes. There it goes.
There it goes. Will it fall endlessly?
And then it is swallowed by the endless abyss.
Yes.
And I think it does. It is still falling because I can't hit my mouse on it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
What stays though? Some of these. All right.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed this this game with you. You turned out to be as awesome, if possible, even more awesome than on your online presence. And I'm very happy to have this honor of playing with you. And I hope that we'll play some more in the days to come.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm pleased that I was able to facilitate you getting all your worst rolls out of the way before Worlds for the gambler's fallacy, because now you're due. So got that going for us.
This is how I'm going to sleep tonight.
Easy. All right. Hey, TY for the games. More games in the future.
Hopefully. Stay safe, and I really enjoyed this game with you. Nice. And thanks to everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, shout out chat room. All right, I'm gonna have big dinner, I think. Chat.
Bon appetit.
And by big dinner, I mean I'm heating up some soup. For the 6 o'clock, normally I stream at 6 o'clock, but I've been streaming since 2. Maybe we have some massive effect after dinner. I might do some...
I'm a huge fan of... I just need to ask you one question. What is the best waifu in Mass Effect?
Well, had you said husbando, it would be Garrus. But you said waifu.
That's undisputed. No, but that's simply undisputed.
But you said waifu, and so it's Tali.
Yes. Oh, my man.
Yeah, I'm replaying through they came out with the Legendary Edition. It was on Steam for like 75% off. So, yeah, I'll take all 3 for $14. Play them for the first time in 10 plus years. Also, you know, lonely aliens in your area. Call Commander Shepard. Anyway, I'm gonna eat dinner. I'll see you guys, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe we'll play some Massive Effect. Anyway, TY.
Before you go,
Hmm.
just remember, Tali is the only one who is with you with all 3 games.
True. Yeah, that is
Only
true
2.
because spoiler about the other one. Yeah.
Okay, the game is 10 years old.
Hey, we're just about to play it. If ever someone hasn't seen it, this would be the place to pretend like spoilers, but all right. Hey, good.
Okay,
Anyway, good
sorry
taste.
for spoiling them. Have a great rest of the day, and thank you
See ya.
once again. Bye.
And see you, chat. I'm going to be back in an amount of time, and then we'll do some Massive Effect. If you give a shit, please enjoy my outro.